2025 is a very special year. And 2025 is kicking off with something really, 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 really special. Now, you know that when you go to the east of Uganda, there are only two things: the Tororo Rocks and the Queen of the East. Ladies and gentlemen, Tumofunye. We have got her. She was smanyo basmanya aliyatambudde where, but finally, we have got her. Rapper extraordinaire, storyteller, filmmaker, and a beautiful human being. And recently I've learned that she's a Gemini. Gemini. She's a Gemini. So I think that answers so many questions. The podcast
Yeah, you flatter me, G, man. It's nice to see you again, you know, yes, in your element, in your own space. It's very inspiring. Yeah.
But like, very special catalog, very special human being, and lover of food, lover of culture, a good time, a good drink, you know, and special conversations.
Absolutely.
So we usually have so many conversations. Yes, now we are just inviting the whole crowd into the, you know, like so many conversations that we have. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been watching it online. I think it's you know, a good, you know, outlet. I think it's a good thing, you know, that you came back and, you know, let people, you know, hear you talk, you know, because like some of us would just come back and then, you know, stay home and, you know, do other things, you know, and then do little things here and there. But this is like your thing. So this is actually really nice, you know. You get to mold, you know, your storyline and, you know, direct, you know, the audience on where you want to go with whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah,
and I'm glad that, you know, you were inviting, you know, the rappers on here. You know, we're
not everybody.
Quality control.
Not everybody.
Quality control.
This space is for celebrating legends, icons, and people who I feel like have a special story like that benefits everybody.
Yeah.
Like, look at what you have done. Look at what you have done with like
so little. You know.
But we like art in Uganda. So many people don't know the depth. So many people don't know how far the pen goes.
Yeah.
So many people don't know what you stand for and the things that you have fought for that they take for granted.
Absolutely,
now. You get me? Like you have stood and held like the banner.
Yeah,
no Gamba,
you know,
Nzuno, like
this is what we can do. We're females. We can compete at that level.
Yes,
we're intelligent. We represent our country. We could, you know, we could carry a flag.
And I've been told you have a pit of dead rappers in your backyard on verses. Hey.
No. They no. Those are just people who want to start problems.
For us, the fans have been letting me know. The fans have been letting me know that Keko ina bags of rappers. They are sule yo mu backyard.
No.
Yeah?
No, absolutely not.
Yes.
You know, it's all in good competition. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's like playing sports. You know.
Yeah.
But then again, you don't want to play with the aggressive. You know, being aggressive is okay, but then, you know, you don't want to play with you know, like people who don't get it. You know, like it's a competitive sport.
I've always wanted to ask you, and I don't know why we're beginning here, but there was a time we were at Sam Lamara's studio.
Was it in the bedroom or the garage? Because it moved from the bedroom.
In the garage. But this time it was in the garage. It had graduated.
It had graduated
a bit. But I remember a line you spat which was saying that Malaya is a liar. Who was that
line? And I tire from his high-pitched, incompetent Mariah's. Honestly, when I'm writing, like...
Who was that line aimed to?
Nobody. You know, that's the funny thing. It just rhymed, you know, and it made sense to me at the time. But it just so happened that, you know, Hannah, you know, was like, you know, so everyone was like, oh, you're talking about Saint CA. You know, it's like, I have nothing but love for Saint CA. She's like, I was on her album. She released an album. She was the first, I think, female to release an album.
Yes.
You know, that I know of in Uganda. So, like, there's no way I would come for her. She's like the sweetest person. And even her, she knows it.
But
she knows it wasn't aimed at her.
She might have known that. You might have known that. But everybody
industry was
in
like,
Uganda, in the industry by that time,
the rap was like,
Keko, Chako's the Saint CA, that whole line of like, the whole scheme was like, that Malaya is a liar. Like,
tire from,
good guy.
Competition is dead.
Competition is dead. Nah.
She's also on it, right? Is she on it? Yeah, that's weird, right? Is she on it?
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
We have to examine. It has been a long time.
Let's.
But that song was really monumental. Actually, shout outs to Sam Lamara.
No, Sam is like one of the cornerstones and the founding, fathers of the Ugandan rap game.
Yes.
And he's camera shy, and he doesn't want to maybe take his flowers in public.
Yes.
And he's like one of those guys who, I wish many people were like, not that, you don't want to, get a piece of the limelight.
Yeah.
But like I was telling someone, you don't know who Mariah Carey's manager is,
Yes.
You don't know who she's
Yes.
worked with unless you see it on the credits on the album.
Yeah, actually, let's give Sam Lamara his flowers. Sam Lamara, you deserve like a good...
Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the boy. Let's go.
And we need Sam Lamara one of these days.
Yeah, to come here.
We need to pull him. Sam Lamara is like camera shy. We need to pull him out of his element, yeah?
Yeah.
And like snatch him and put him
Yeah,
over
all around
here.
nice guy, yeah.
All around nice guy. I remember so many studio sessions where we were just talking about the game and so many where we're talking about rappers that are ill, rappers who are like... And then in the middle of all that, he's like, have you seen this cartoon? Of like a
and he was like a video game
like
weird nerd.
Superhero, yeah. So and you guys share something. Like he was in Canada too, right? For some time.
I didn't know.
I think he has a Canadian connection somewhere.
All I know is he's related to the guys at Crystal Clear.
He is.
Yeah, the main man at Crystal Clear.
We might find that.
And they're the ones who funded my career.
Hey.
The initial rollout of my career.
Yes.
They was funded. If you even go watch like the Alwa video, the How It Do It video, the original, the remix, they're the ones that pay for it. So, yeah.
We're going to explore all of that. We might discover at the end of the day that Sam Lamara started cryptocurrency and that he owns all of us.
Yeah, it could be. He's a genius.
I want to take you back to the very, very beginning because I don't even know how to begin the Keko story, but I think I want to go back to this Tororo girl. This Tororo girl is insane.
Trust me, I was just writing anything. Any rubbish that rhymes in my head, I'm like, let's just put it there.
It hit. I remember that line. This Tororo girl is insane.
I was wilding. That's what they call it, like when you're rapping from the trenches, you just can't wait to come out. You're just like, you're hungry,
Yeah.
Just give me a beat, let's kill it, Yeah, that was the energy. I really missed that,
Take me back to this Tororo girl, because to me, when I think about this Tororo girl, I think about like a young girl with like dreams of taking over the whole world. Where does this Keko story begin for you, as an artist? Where does it begin? What's the point?
I think I've always been on stage. That's the funny thing. The first time I was on stage was nursery school.
Speech day?
No, top class graduation.
Okay.
Performing.
Top class.
Performing as in of singing. They had a platform and the parents were sitting down. I can never forget my mother yelling, "That's my daughter. That's my baby.
We are happy to see
No. This is like solo performance.
Okay.
Like, darling.
Okay.
They see us and they're like, oh, no, it's just something maybe they picked up. It's like, no, it started from, you may have not seen it, like maybe Felista and, Fresh Kid and whatever.
Yes.
But we have the same background. So nursery school, I'm singing. Primary school, and I was born and raised in Kampala. So the whole Toro thing is like, that's where my mom's from.
Yes.
So it's just homage to her,
Yes.
and whatever. But I was only there for 3 years when I was a kid.
Okay.
Most of my life was spent in Kampala.
What part of Kampala?
In Tinda and Kamosha.
Hey, you were in Tinda person.
In Tinda, Stretcher, down. I went to Tinda Primary School, bro.
So you were
Martha's Way Nursery School.
The kid, eh?
I don't know what planned means. All I know is I didn't lack anything growing.
Okay.
Like when
Semawata or whatever.
What is Semawata?
Semawata, that street from, which is from that supermarket directly to the town that connects to Nakawa.
No. So off Stretcher,
yes.
Before you reach the bend,
yes,
there's that other one that connects to Tinda as well.
Yes.
There's the main bend, and then there's this one.
Yes.
So one of those houses there, that's
Yes.
where we lived.
Yes, yes.
You know, across there were like some other flats. I don't know if they still have them.
Those used to be rich people's places, Keko.
Well, my mother was a
you're rich
secretary.
kid, eh?
She was, you know, she had a white boss. Yeah, and I was the handbag. So everywhere, like, I saw how my mother moved. It kind of
Yes.
really influenced me, you know?
Yes, yes, yes.
My mother was like, I was like, yeah, my mother is the ish, you know?
Yes,
like, she's like
yes.
the secretary. She's like, Miss Moneypenny.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, they open the door. The white guy's like, oh, do you have my da 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 da?
Yes,
She's like,
yes.
yes, I have it. And they
Yes.
had the typewriters.
Yes.
And they had that sound they made. It's like, da, 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 da. And then she would do this. I will never forget. Like, I was like, it's like music to me.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's pretty much my childhood before she died. And then when she died, I had to go to Tororo to finish my primary school. But I didn't mind it, you know. The first year was kind of hard because, you know, you're a baby, you're crying. Everything is like, mommy,
Yeah.
mommy.
How old were you when your mother passed away?
I think I was like 8. I was a child, yeah.
You were really young.
Yeah, and I'm the last born of 3 girls. So, and my other sisters were in boarding school. They were never with my mom. So I don't
Yeah.
think they ever saw my mom in her element as much as I did. So, like, you know, but, you know, that's life. You can't change it. It happens, it happens. So I go to Tororo. Life's kind of different. No television.
Wait. Before we get to Tororo, is your dad in the picture? Because if you're the last born of how many?
3.
Last born of 3.
Yeah.
So is
My
your
dad was
in the
there, but he was
picture?
like traveling, you know, all over. You know, he had an
Yeah.
international job.
Yes.
Like doing construction, you know, road
Yes.
construction company,
Yes.
like
Yes.
in Africa and whatever.
Yeah.
So I like never really much time with him.
Yeah.
I don't really like to talk about that, you know, for personal reasons, you know. But
Yeah.
like I like to focus on, you know, like how I was raised and everything
Yes,
else, you know.
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
So you know, yeah. So I go to Tororo. It's different, you know, no television, none of that stuff. But then again, I get into it, you know. It's like riding a bike. It's like, oh, it's kind of hard in the beginning, but once you get into it, it's like, okay, wait, we're not going back there. That's gone, you
Yes,
know.
yes.
We're not going back to that life anymore. Then I meet my cousins and they introduce me to this whole different life.
Yes.
We're climbing trees.
Yes.
We're going to the sugarcane plantation.
This time you're staying with grandma? With
No, with my
those
auntie.
Aunties.
In
eh?
the city.
Okay.
She owned a
Yes.
garage in the
Yes.
city.
Yes.
So yeah, we lived at the back of the garage and, you know, she would cook food.
Yes.
And like, you know, I cook food and like chapati and mandazi. So
Yes,
like,
yes.
apart from collecting the rent, you know, from the mechanics,
Yeah.
you know, we were also trying to make extra money,
Yeah.
serving them and whatnot. And we were the ones who were doing it. We were like waitresses. So we're like, this primary school kids, we have to go to school in the morning.
Yes.
But when we come back, we have a job still.
Yes.
It's also okay. It also teaches you a work ethic.
Yes.
We would wake up like at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
No, like you remember, you're like Jaden.
6
You're like
a.m. when you're young.
Jaden. You come from the Jaden lifestyle. Over I want sausage and eggs in the morning
yes, yes.
and cornflakes
Yes, yes.
and powder milk too. Hello.
Like, hey. Zukuka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time to clean, wash plates.
Yes, yes.
Clean the chicken house and
Yes,
whatever.
Yes.
Make sure everything is pristine before you go to school. In the beginning, you're like, mommy. After some time, you're like, you get into it, you're like, whoop.
Yeah.
You know, wake up. Like, and they would like send people to her, you know, like she doesn't have children.
Yes.
You know, so like all my other aunties would send their kids or my uncles, they would send, because
Yes.
like they would term her as like, okay, yeah, she was like the soldier of the family.
How many people are you in the compound?
So now the girls,
Yeah.
we were 3.
Yes.
And then there were 2 boys.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was like a unit.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll be there like sweeping and what, and then we curse her out and we're like, this bee,
Yes,
whatever.
yes,
But then it also teaches you a lot of things, you know? It's
Yeah.
like you could have it all and it could all, you know, get taken away from you.
Yes.
And now you
yes.
have to adapt.
Yes.
You know, so I learned a lot. I learned a lot from that experience. And then, you know, sometimes we go to my grandmother's house, meet my other cousins and neighbors. And then when I got into it, I had such an amazing time. You know, in the beginning when my mom died, I was like, this is terrible. But then I'm like, wait a minute. These kids are even happier than the ones I left there.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
We were just in the LA. We're like, you know, like how you're in the wild. You're
Yeah.
like Simba and like...
Yes. Yes.
The whole world is yours.
You're with your Timons and your Pumbas, huh?
Yeah, the world is yours. Where are we gonna
Yes,
go?
yes.
We're gonna walk from there to there.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the staple food in Tororo? For the people who've never been to Tororo, because
Yeah.
for me, I've gone there, I've toured, and like it's a
Yeah.
very beautiful place. What's the staple food there? What was your favorite as a child growing up?
The staple food is millet flour
Yeah.
mixed with dry cassava.
Yes.
If you are lucky.
Yes.
Otherwise, it could just be millet
Yes.
flour alone or sorghum flour alone. But if you
Yes.
go to like households that have a little extra money, they mix it with the dry cassava, and instead of posho, that's what it is.
Yes.
And there's a lot of vegetables, usually mixed with like granite sauce.
Like the dodo. mixed
Dodo, with like granite
with
sauce,
peanut butter?
peanut butter.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes peanut, what's it called? Sesame sauce. Is it butter? Odi. Yeah,
Yeah,
Odi,
yeah,
yeah.
Odi.
Yeah, so, with time you get into the kick of things.
Yes.
Sometimes you go to another auntie, she's not as rich as the other one, but now we're at a level where we don't care
You're
anymore.
good. Yeah.
The Kampala life, we have left it behind,
Yes, yes.
So it's like how we're eating 1 meal in the day. No one even cares.
Yes.
Okay, it's like we're gonna go climb the other guy's jambula tree.
Yes.
We're gonna sit there for like 2 hours, eat. Guys come back, they're okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So guys are like, hey, where have you guys been? We're like, we're from the other side. There's no food for dinner. It's like, it's fine, it's okay. It's fine.
So
we're fine.
when I was growing up, I thought the richest tribe in Uganda. I thought the richest tribe in Uganda were the Japadolas because they had all the dollars.
Maybe the cement factory and the rock,
And
limestone.
because Jap a dollar.
Japadala.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it
Yes.
sounds good on paper.
Yeah.
No, but actually, I have very many rich.
Yes.
The ones I'm telling you, I actually prefer to live with them because
Yeah.
they're the rich ones as well.
Yes, yes.
But I didn't like, how they were because the kids there were a little different.
Yeah.
They would put you in your place,
Do you really, do you really know a lot about, tell us a little bit about, because I'm asking you all these questions because to me, you're a representative of, even the best representative of the East.
Thank you.
That most people here, I think, might get their answers from you, like being an icon of the Tororo place.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Japadola culture. Is there any mythical story that, what do you know about Japadola culture that many people might not know about?
Yeah, I know. They would always tell you, we have a king as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call him Tiengadola.
Tiengadola.
Or Ruot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the rot? I thought the rot was from
It's
Mustanai.
Luo.
Oh,
It's Luo.
a
It's the
rot.
same thing. It's
Okay.
the Bantu and then the Luo. Our
Yes,
language
yes.
is just, slight different, but
Yes.
you can understand when they speak.
Yes.
From here to Gulu and, all these other tribes.
Yes.
And I'm sure that's why they like me in Gulu as well.
Yes.
Because, it kind of resonates.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, we have kings there. All I remember is, don't climb the rocks. We have very many rock formations.
Yes.
They would always tell the kids not to do that. And then they would sing
Out of
certain
safety
songs.
or because they are some spirits?
It's like, they have certain things. They're like, if you do that, it's going to happen to you.
Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah, so don't climb the rock. And then there was always the real truth.
Yes.
There are snakes under the rocks. But they're not going to
They're just
tell
trying
you
to protect
that.
you.
They're going to
Yes,
give you
yes.
some weird story.
Yes, yes.
That's I like the way the older people,
Yeah.
scared people off. They wouldn't tell you, A is A, and they'll just be like, whoa, and then you'd be like, but then the truth is, there's so many snakes.
Just like in
under the
Buganda,
rocks.
in Buganda, they will tell us, don't sweep the compound at night.
At night.
You're going
to make us poor. We have that one too. You're going to make us
poor. But the
poor.
whole point is you might sweep valuables that you might not see in the night. Like chill.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
As they would tell us, don't sweep at night. It makes you poor.
Yeah.
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 So we'll do it in the morning.
What's the name for queen in Luo Japadola? Do you know? Because that would be your title. One time I was here talking about Smanyobakure hip hop in Uganda, and someone was like, "Oh, there's Keko." She's like, hey, queen. Yeah, I was like, hey, I stand corrected.
Maybe Nyarot. Maybe Nyar, because Nyar is like daughter.
Yeah.
So I would think, I don't know what the title is.
We need to discover this. Whoever is watching this in the comments, tell us. Tell us. Yes. Nyarot is what we're going with, but if you have a better name, yes. So now you go to Tororo. Is it Tororo Girls? Is that where you went for primary? Where did you
That's
go
a
for
secondary
primary?
school, no.
Yeah.
I went to Rockview School.
Yeah.
At that time, before UPE, of course, like, the immigrants and the businessmen had certain schools that would take their kids, like Somalis, Indians, and the rich kids of Tororo. So that's the school that they took me to. But I had to pass an entry exam just to make sure I met the standard. So I went to another school called Aturukuku. So that was like one term, and I was like number one.
Aturukuku.
Yeah.
Keko, you might be telling us this stuff about
It's the first time.
Guy. Yeah.
It's the first time I'm actually talking about it. Because it's like too much, so I always like to just cut to it,
Yeah.
But so to get the entry papers to Rockview, I had to go to the school. So there was this kid, he was always number one.
Yes.
When I went there, I was like, come on, this is nothing.
Keko, everybody would tell us that they were number one in their primary school. I hope you're not putting this African parents.
Hi, Spice. Spice Dana said she got how many?
Spice Dana goes, hey, you see
That what?
Guys were like, the math is not mathing.
Yeah. You're like, girl, come on.
Yeah.
No,
shout out to Spice Dana. I heard she had like a successful
shout out. You had an
concert.
amazing show. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah. So you went to Atukuku?
And then I went to, for one term, then the rest of it was a Rockview School.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right in the middle of the city, of the town. And for 3 years, and then after that, straight back to Kampala.
Okay.
Then I went to Sanoa Girls.
Yes.
I picked up the basketball. It was love at first sight.
The reason I'm wearing this is because because I know.
You're always wearing that, gee.
So many people don't know this, but Keko knows how to shake and break a few ankles. If you ever meet her on the court, Keko is known as you're part of a team actually.
I played professional basketball in uni, for Sparks and Cubs. My career is Sparks and Cubs.
Yeah, like these are the top
the professional female league.
Top female league. So Keko was like a basketball player before she joined radio. We get to radio. Before she joined radio and whatever. Oh no, Keko basketball player. So
we have to put the height to use.
So she has dunked on a few niggas.
I know. I was, I've always been like the lazy, like, I was always, slow, a little slow running. Earlier I was like really good, but they put me in what they call them, like the Shaq position.
Yes.
What's that, like the big man position?
Center.
Yeah, center. Yeah. I forget, center forward.
Center forward, yeah.
Yeah, where you're just like, your job is just rebounds.
Yes.
And pass to the points guard.
But you were just tall, but you didn't have like that much strength before.
No,
you had strength, eh?
Yeah, I was very dirty.
From climbing all those rocks, all the trees.
3 years, yeah. No, and actually in Tororo at Manjasi, they have like almost 4 basketball courts.
Wait,
back to back.
Manjasi?
It's just opposite Tororo Girls off Malaba Road. And I have my other aunties that stay there.
So we went when I was in Achira College Boutique. They used to
tell us.
You
went for comps there?
No. They told that they used to always tell us about a school called Manjas.
And there are crazy boys there.
They were like the craziest boys in Uganda. I'm like,
there's a time they shut the primary.
I'm not going.
They shut the whole school down. There were even guns involved. I have a cousin whose leg.
Yes.
Like during the riot, they shot his leg up to now. He's still lame.
No way.
No, yeah, like the boys lost it. They lost it. It was like really weird.
Yeah, guys were like, do you want to go play basketball with these guys?
But for basketball,
I'll leave me out. If it's Manjas, I'm not going.
But that was a long time ago. But then when they built the courts, they had changed. I think it was kind of like a rebrand.
Yes.
Kind of like what Rwanda is doing with the ball and all these other things they're doing. It's like a rebrand.
Yes.
But a lot of inter high school basketball competitions were held there.
Yes.
I played I think.
How did you get into sports though?
That's Sanoa.
Sanoa got you into
Sanoa
sports.
Girls Secondary School, Zana. I go there for S1 and I meet the principal's son.
Yes.
He was the basketball coach. Yeah.
Is there a love and basketball story here?
No.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, he's still there, and the team's doing really well. I don't want to ruin it for him, but he was very professional. Yeah, So when you go into high school, it's like, okay, after 5, the rest of the girls are doing cup and tea stuff or
playing netball and playing with dolls. Eh?
Yeah. Up to 7 where there's dinner. So what are you doing between 5 and 7?
Yes.
You have to decide.
Yes.
So I'm like, what am I going to do? Guys are like, what are the options? There's basketball.
Yes.
I'm like, I'll pick the ball up.
No-brainer, yeah. Yeah.
And from then, it actually helped me focus a lot. I don't know if I would have managed anything in my life without that discipline. And the coach loved me so much. And then we got to a level where we were like really competitive, like into high school, like girls' schools.
Yeah.
We would wake up like at 4:30.
What?
To go and run up the hills in Zana training for competition.
That's what Beyonce used to do with her dad. Somebody running in high heels. Discipline.
Running.
Yes.
Like he would wake up,
Yeah.
road walk,
Yes.
and then would run.
Yes.
So like being a part of something like that, like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a family, where the coach is like the father figure and he's like
Yes.
the mentor.
Yes.
I learned a lot. And then I went to Maryhill. Oh my God.
You went to Maryhill?
For A-level.
In Borough?
Yes.
Yes. How was
so
that?
I met a friend of mine. I won't mention her name. So she had come from Maryhill and then she came to Sanoa. So I asked her, I was like, all of us are looking for options after S4. Like, where can we go? But she said so many nice things about it. It's like, no, it's a really nice school. Yeah, you should do it.
Yeah.
So I put it as my first choice.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm accepted. I go there. I'm like, this doesn't look like Sanoa.
How? What was the
It's
difference?
nice.
It was too nice.
Like physically, the aesthetics.
Yes,
They have
yes.
a hall, like where they watch the movies. Is a proper like performing, like the
Yes.
American halls, like
Yes,
where they do the prom dances and stuff. They have a
Yes,
stage.
yes,
They have
yes,
a
yes.
provision for speakers and stuff.
Yeah.
They have a PA system. I'm like, and I've been performing even in O-level, like stage
Yeah.
miming and just I continued it. In primary, I was in school choir and stuff. Then O-level, I still kept on performing. So I've always been on stage,
Yes.
So like, I was like, but then I'm like, but there's no basketball.
Maryhill didn't have basketball. They had netball though.
They just had
No
a field.
way.
Oh, but they had volleyball.
Eh.
And no one was playing.
And sewing and knitting. Eh?
No, they had these other book clubs. I don't know what. Some church. Then they had some other. Then they had prom, where you go to boys stuff. I'm like,
From what I remember, I think the Maryhill girls were like too soft.
You think?
Eh?
Just because you hear it's a sister school, darling.
Aren't we like
Don't
sister
be
school?
fooled. They are worse than the other ones. You understand? Because I think like the nuns, like, and like in O-level,
Yeah.
the discipline was chiboko.
Yes. Yes.
But when I went to Maryhill, it's like chichizungu. They don't cane.
What do they do?
But their version of punishment,
Yes.
no one wants it. It's
What
called
was that?
writing in the black book. Can you imagine? Something as simple as writing in a black book.
Writing
That's
in a
enough.
black book. Now, what are you writing? A
Everyone
poem
does not
or what?
want their name in the black book. Now you're coming from O-level, Chiboks.
Yes.
You're
yes.
like, "Tamunyimiza now, man."
Let me write in the black book.
You missed prep.
Write in the black book.
I guess I like this. Again, I talk about Shibok.
Eh.
But the amount of fear, like that. That's also like how I also learned like different ways of disciplining. Like how discipline is done.
You meant to tell me that writing was harder than Chiboko? How?
My friend.
Eh?
Abana bari batiacha baita black book.
Tell me how. Ngaze city a black book.
That's the thing, because the discipline was different
Yes.
wherever you were from.
Yes, yes.
But for them they've been there from like S1. They know, Tabagana kukubachi boko, na eh.
It's sustaining your reputation, eh?
It's kind of, yeah, like,
Yeah. Yes.
It was very intimidating,
Yes.
and for me, in the beginning, I was like, but then later on, I was like, yeah.
Black book.
And everyone, no one misses prep. Let me tell you, the level of discipline which was there.
Yes.
But for them was different, because like in O-level, it's like after class, you still have a uniform. And so no. My friend, it is called the casual.
Yes.
Jesus.
So Maryhill was like a total shift from St. Noah
From
culture.
there was a lot of freedom, but the black book. And amazingly, people would respect it.
Yes.
The whip is not physical.
Yes.
It's kind of...
It's mental.
Yeah. It's kind of like how those white people, they're like, okay, go and sit, time out.
Gendo tulemo corner.
Yeah. You're grounded. we're not going to touch it, but you're grounded type thing.
Anyway, Mary Hill girls were kind of like out of our league even.
No. They're actually even more crazier than the O-level girls that I was with. But, you know...
But very beautiful.
Very, but when it's
but
like...
very beautiful, though.
Even the O-level girls were very beautiful, you know?
Yeah.
It was actually mixed. Of course, most of them were from Western Uganda, mostly.
Yeah.
But they came from different parts of Uganda. The thing is, there was a bar.
Were your mattresses covered?
I think you had to lay your own bed.
Okay. This is for the boys watching the pod. Okay.
In Elavo, it was like even the dormitories were different because in Olavo, like it was like a chibas.
Yes.
We used to call it chibas.
Chibas, yes.
Where it's like you enter, but the see beds for me up to that side.
Yes.
But for Elavo, it's like little rooms with like 2 people. You know?
Yeah.
It was like a small
cubicles, eh?
Yeah. Even the classes.
Yes.
I don't know how it is now, but the classes were very small. So the student to teacher ratio is very small.
Yes.
The teacher can know this one is sleeping. Kubanga imulinga like maximum mo at maybe 50.
50.
At most.
You went from Toro View, you're in St. Noah.
Then I go to Mary Hill.
Mary Hill. What section was Mary Hill? Was it S5, S6?
Yeah, S5,
okay,
S6.
S5. So you were there for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And then
I also performed there. So the second year, they built a basketball court.
Yes.
And then now I am like, and then there's a teacher. Did
you push for it? You're like, Twataga basketball court?
Yeah, I did. Because, like, guys are like, no, what do you guys want us to do? I'm like, no, we need to get a basketball court. So the headmistress is like, yeah, I think we can do it. The next time I'm saying they brought a grader, I'm like, okay, they're leveling it. Now they're one of the biggest basketball teams in the country.
No way.
Yeah, female basketball teams.
You should take pride in that, though. I push for this.
They don't give us credits. They never give us credit for any of this stuff, you know. And
at this point in Uganda, Keko, pride has to be taken. I was telling Lyrical G.
Don't wait for it to be given.
People don't give me respect. You need to blow your own trumpet. Gain of no mulere, or polishing a balloon, blowing.
Absolutely.
In Uganda, bantu put to betaga kujukisa.
Yeah, and that was it. And then they also had a performance, like the S5s, they call them the freshers.
Yes.
So we had like a talent. It's kind of like, those are the newbies.
Yes.
S1s and S5s.
Yes.
Where there was a talent show type thing.
Which artist are you miming now? Because I don't think you're writing
Justin Timberlake.
Come on now.
Come here, river. Come on, just.
With the jacket.
And then even like a little lean in front and back. I was like, woo. And then I did Dilemma with a friend of mine. No, we killed it. We had the entire hall screaming.
Yes.
So from that day, I was instant celebrity. It was hard for me to go anywhere without anyone knowing who I was. Yeah.
Do these kids even know Dilemma? Do you think these kids know Dilemma?
No matter what I do. And then I even...
All I think about is you.
Even when I'm in my boat. Over you. But the funny thing is this. I even had the little eye patch thing because I was Nelly.
No way.
Yeah, it was like a little... It's because
Yes.
No, it was, high school... they say you only live once, isn't it? You can never go back there again. So you just have to make the most of whatever stage it is.
I was telling these kids that Nelly is the father of all these rappers with a melody. You get me? Nelly like really battled.
If you want to go and take a ride with me. Right and stuff.
Hey, pass me the money. I remember that. Yeah. So I remember the first time I met you. This was the first time we met.
Vision Voice.
Yeah, but you were wearing some jacket. Last year, you got kuliko sleeves, and then you had this hair which was tinted. Yeah, you were like really small and tall.
Yeah, it's because of the basketball. It was very lanky.
Yeah. I think we left Vision Voice and Oba went to Chadondo. I don't know what we were doing there, but for some reason we ended up like. I think that was a very, 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 very first time.
Because remember, you guys came in. I don't know if you came with Danny.
Probably, it's possible.
Yeah, because the Joseph Bate show, it was like the history of music. I got to meet so many people. Don't even remember that. I know them from there. Even Mr. Moses Matova, I met from there.
How do you end up working for a radio station now? You're from basketball, all these other things, miming. Okay. Did you meet an Nkogu and then end up in
Gambanogu?
Gambanogu.
Some of them are not from the West, but they are there.
They're there.
Yeah.
Yes,
So so I'm at campus. I really hated it because I didn't have money.
Which campus?
Makere.
Keko, did you go to Makere? What
Bro,
hall?
I did
hall?
a BCom.
What hall?
BCom. I think it was Mary Stewart.
It says that you're off campus.
No, I was off
You're in a
campus,
hostel,
but I was
right?
affiliated too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I felt like Mananga life was hard, and my sister was teaching me some lessons too. She's like, this is the one we have.
Yeah.
I have paid the fees and the hostel.
How did you end up doing BCom now? BCom.
It's because of her, because I was a big art student. I thought I was going to do BIFA.
Yes.
Which is like, there's no money in that stuff. Do commerce. Do a business something.
Yeah.
Because for them, they need business administration and stuff.
Yes.
And remember, I did Heg Art. I tried to avoid the sciences and math, at any cost.
Yes.
So I only had economics in L level, which I had to,
Yes.
struggle with. But then now I'm going into like this whole weird stuff of economics, statistics.
Yes.
What? I did not enjoy it at all. So I was looking for a way out as soon as possible. So I see an advertisement of Hot 100 on the billboard.
Yes.
It was pinned.
Damn Blazers.
Great.
Do you remember that?
What you talking about? Before it went, I didn't even open. They put the car thingy there.
Hey, they were looking for people.
They were looking for people, and it's about to open.
Yes.
Now let me tell you, I even got the job.
You got the job at Hot 100?
I'm the one who's telling you now. So I'm there, this is some broadcast type thing, man. How we gonna make money from? So I'm like, see this poster on the student notice board at the hall. I'm like, this is God telling me something.
Yes.
I called her. I asked her if I didn't even have a phone. I called her. They're like, oh, we're doing the auditions there. This is it. So I go the next day. Whenever they had booked it, I go there, and then they're like, okay, you're gonna do a drop, and we want to see how it goes. So I'm like, hey, whatever. You've been watching too much TV.
Yes.
Been on Bisobola.
First
of all, the poverty is also pushing
I think
you.
we look at Justin Timberlake.
So I kill it. It was a female chick. She was the one auditioning for the thing. That's the where you're sitting.
Yes.
And she's like, So I was like, oh my God, I hope I killed it. So after the interview, she comes out. She's like, yeah, I think we like you. We're going to call you tomorrow, and we see how to, take it to the next level. Even Lady Bezos and all that, they had auditioned as well at that time.
Yes.
So I go back to a hostel. Because now I don't have a phone. I gave them my roommate's phone number. So now they call my roommate. She's in class.
Was roommate trying to block the blessing?
No. She was not the type.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's like, Banange, I was in lecture and these people have called you. But now they're like, you had to have gone at this time. That's
Yes.
So I'm like, now you see Jesus. So I go home, I'm like, Now I'm like, I can't now go again. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't show up that day. Now I'm here, I'm like, you know what? Let me let it go. So with Vision, what happened was, I knew somebody who knew somebody. Doesn't it always happen that way?
Yes.
But then again, you also have to be ready, So she's like, they have this thing. I've told them, you want to do this, go and, try it out for one weekend. They have this show every weekend. It's called The History of Music.
Yes.
On Vision Voice, hosted by Joseph Bate.
So you worked with Bate.
That's where it started. Yes. That show over the weekend where they would bring I was like the youthful ear.
Yes.
So he's like, okay, now we play music, let's critique it. So the first weekend I went, and I remember the poverty of campus is killing me.
Yeah.
I'm like, ngenda kusaza. Ajirita. You understand? Yes. So he liked me. I was like a lanky 20-year-old.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I think we can work. You can be like our youthful voice.
Yeah.
But we're not going to pay you, but there's going to be breakfast and samosas and everything.
So they had you at breakfast.
Yeah. I was like, you have to get in the door.
Yes, yes.
You have to get in the door. Let's get in. So I get in. So every weekend I'm like, I have to go to. Yeah. Guys are like, you have a job. I'm like, I have a job.
Yes.
Hey, but I'm not getting paid though. But I'm like, it's fine. I'm having fun. I'm meeting all these musicians.
Yes.
It's like a learning curve. They are telling us their journey.
Yes.
We're listening to music. We're critiquing it.
Yes.
And then I'm going to Sam as well, studio.
Yeah.
I bring them my little demos.
Was it Namuongo?
Yeah, Namuongo.
Namuongo.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm bringing them my demos. They play them. They critique them. They're like, no, you need to change this. Yeah. Then I go back. I polish it. Like, you should hear Seema. She knows.
Yeah.
She's heard my first music, like Cheza.
Yes.
I think Cheza was like one of my first demos.
Yes.
She's like, she knows, she heard, like, the way I used to rap, it was very elementary, very basic. And how it's moved from that to here,
yes.
I'm sure she's like, wow, yeah, you really have moved.
So Seema has seen the transition.
Yeah, so now Seema hires me for XFM.
Okay.
And then they pay me now. Now, the name's kind of out there,
Yes.
Now, they changed, they dissolve Vision Voice.
Yes.
Now they rebrand to XFM.
Yes.
So they're like, okay, we have this deal on the table, but we have a measly something. I'm like, but you are not paying me before.
But you're campus.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Hey.
I'll work for it.
Yes.
How many hours? It's a request show. It's called the TXR. The Total X request.
TXR was huge.
Yeah, it was I was the first person on it.
It was huge.
But you remember, like, even the times when I couldn't make it, then we would tell Trill to do it. And,
Yes,
Yeah, that's
that.
it, yeah. So, like, so Seema gives me that job.
Total request show, right?
Yo.
TXR,
It was so weird. When I was on the show, I'd be like, like, guys are like, hey, I'm going to play for me this one. But, I'm biased.
Yeah.
So I'm like, don't tell anyone. It's a secret. Like how you're picking off their playlist. Where you're like,
because you were biased. Go regular hip hop na soul.
And
we did not have enough time. But just have you all
yeah, I think even tell them next week. Tomorrow. Yeah, we're good.
Yes.
But then I got really busy, and with the music, it had taken off. So you definitely know this. I didn't have the time sometimes, so Trill had to start sitting in.
Yes.
And
man, like
the rest is history.
It's such a ride to see you forming from like Tororoga, Ngoze Paka. Now you are a person running a show, basketball,
and I'm not even 25 then.
You're not even 25. I remember you like.
I had like a little base puff coat.
Yes.
I like the little checkered shirts. I don't know why I like them, but I like them.
Yes. Now you had a very, very, very distinct style, like even like from the very, very beginning.
I think it was from the high school tomboy character, from playing basketball and just being that. It just it defined my style.
So how many people? So many people know you for this is how we do it. But you're real, I don't know how, but how an artist, you have like a very popular song, and then
but it did not really blow up at that level.
No, it can blow up even up to like ceiling level, like shit hits the fan and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
But then there are songs you do that people actually pay money for.
Like Aluo.
Which
was before How We Do It.
Now we can,
that's the money song.
Now we can,
for me, even up to now, that's the money song. Yeah.
Now we can, Chimani, like every artist knows that, okay, I have hit songs, but then there are songs that actually people pay a ticket for to come see me perform.
Yeah.
So Aluo
produced by Benon. And Benon.
Tell me about this song. How did it come about? Because that's a Keko staple. Or it's like that.
It was a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Many people know about How We Do It. Of course, that's what they would want to believe, I suppose.
Yeah.
But for me, Albo was the song that, sets me on my way. So Benon calls me. He's like, we had household radio. Or trying to do radio ads. We go to the studio, you're like, yeah, we can do the radio ad. Guys are like, your voice is too deep, it's too manny, it's not feminine.
Yeah.
So Benon is also calling me. He's like, yeah, let's try and do this. we have this ad or whatever. And it's like, oh, I heard you're a rapper. Like, do you have time? We can make this.
Yeah.
So he just starts playing chords, you know, and I'm like, this is deep. I like
where
it.
is this? Is this Muswangali or is this
Muswangali. That's Muyenga.
in Muyenga?
Yeah, that's Muyenga.
Muyenga, okay.
Yeah, just opposite where we turn to come here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, like he just starts playing this, and I'm like, I like it. Then he's like, no, but it sounds sad. I'm like, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, because me, like even my English teacher in primary school, you know, like how they'll be like, they said we had the time when they'll be like, write a story.
Yes.
And then, you know, the teacher reads your story, they're like, where'd you get this from? You know, it's like, what's this?
Yeah.
And that's the thing with Aluo, you know, the verses are not really inspired by anyone in particular. It's just me interpreting the beat and, you know, trying to like curve out different scenes. It's kind of like different scenes.
You know,
the first verse is a scene, the second verse is a scene.
You're going to say that, but to so many people, they think all these stories
It's about
actually
someone.
real. It's about someone.
Even the love songs.
Because it was like...
Even the Sony album, it's not about anyone.
It was so vivid. It was like, maybe she has experienced this before. Maybe she has met someone who was like... Because even for me listening to that, I was like, this is so touching right here.
Yeah.
He gave me like...
It was only after where he was like, but you, what's this?
Yeah.
So Angela Karatumba comes and listens to it. She's like, you're so young. How do you know how to write from this place?
Yes.
Now, even the people who have gone through that cannot
They don't
put
even
it
know how
words.
to express it.
Yeah, that way.
Yes.
You know, everyone who has heard it, even Lillian Butele from Prim and Proper.
Yeah.
I was with her in Arua when she came to home for vacay.
Yeah.
She was like, that's my favorite song. It's like, yeah, it speaks to me, you know. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. It's just make believe.
That song is deep as fuck.
It's a story. It's a story.
Yes.
You know, it's just a story, you know. And you know, I think that's why I'm like, I'm a filmmaker. Yeah. So like, it doesn't come from random. In high school I had a camera. In O level, my sister gave me a camera, so I'll just go be taking pictures of people. We'll take pictures with each other.
Yeah.
Go for the holidays and print the pictures out.
Yes.
Come back, give them to my friends and whatnot. So I had a camera early on, so it's not something I just picked up. But for the storytelling, that's when it grew. You know, it grew. And with the right instrumental, you can write anything.
That instrumental was crazy.
Yeah, you can write
it
anything.
Was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you mean to tell me that all this is from imagination?
Absolutely.
No fucking way.
It's called make believe.
Tugenda kuteekamu firimu gwe kiiki kati. Because that was so convincing. Like all of us felt so attached to these stories that you were telling.
Because
you were like, Panange. Aluo. What does Aluo mean though?
It's like it's kind of like a lamentation. It's like, well, where.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like when you're really in pain.
And by then, because we just knew you as a person to spit bars.
Yeah.
But here you are giving us both bars and then the melody.
Yeah, and we're telling stories as well.
Where does the singing come from?
Like I told you, like ever since I was a child.
You love Nelly and Timberlake.
No.
Hey?
Like for nursery school, like melodically, like when I listened to like The Weeknd, that's how I sounded when I was a child. No, like, you know, like that Kachach boy voice. That was me in primary school. That was me in primary school. That's I would hit all those notes. Even when I started, I mean, like even the Aluo chorus, I sang it myself. I don't have the chords anymore because of time and all these habits I developed.
Yes.
But yeah, singing's never really been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we pick it up from. My sister says she's alto, but I know my sister is a snob. My big sister, she's a snob.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, you sing? She's like, oh. I'm an alto. By the way. I used to sing in the choir too.
Pastime,
I used to sing quiet too, and I'm an alto. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. So really, that's really
what do you think you are? Do you think you're an alto, soprano, or tenor?
Actually, I don't even know which one it is. I'm sure. I think the only person, there are two people I know who know my vocal range.
Yeah.
That's Benon and Samurai.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like Samurai, because he was like the first person I worked with. He's heard my raw voice.
Just Jose. Does he know?
I don't think he knew because all of the music he usually was like a sample.
It
was led by a sample, and then it was up to me to kind of add whatever.
Yes.
Like the make you dance. I added that. I sang that.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was after. He didn't even know what was going to come after that. So I just was like, it's missing something. Let's add this.
So I know this from so many rap artists. There are rap artists who like produce and then there are people who hear the beat and the beat tells them what to do. Yeah. What type of artist are you?
Both.
You're both.
Yeah.
Depending on,
when I'm lazy and I don't want to like sit in studio and construct.
Yeah.
And also the producer is lazy.
Yes.
He has a beat. He's like, this is the one.
Yeah.
But then you work with people like Benon or, he's like, okay, I have this idea.
Yes.
Let's play it from,
Yes,
play the chords.
Yes.
Are you comfortable with this?
Yes.
Or I could change it.
Yes.
Yes.
Let
me go.
Yes.
But then with time, as producers, they listen to the chords and then now they know, okay, because vocal ranges sits between this and that.
Yeah.
So now when they send me a beat, they know I can sit in
Yes.
it properly. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So what song do you think throughout your whole discography best represents you?
Aluo.
I know it's a very tough question. Aluo, right?
Aluo, yeah.
Yeah. Like that's...
It showcases my storytelling abilities.
Yes.
My melodic senses.
Yes.
My emotional.
The beat selection. Yeah.
My ear for music.
Yes.
My songwriter skills. I think that's the one. The one.
Fast forward to the Aluo together. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Remix happens. Or in a whistle and radio. Boom. Keko uya funya award banange Africa yonna.
Surprisingly, I was actually nominated for Best New Artist.
Yes.
They never tell you that. Same show.
Oh yeah.
Best Most Gifted New Artist.
Yes.
I was there. Then Most Gifted East. The problem is with Tabidinga MTV where Abagana Balaga award show.
Yes.
Have you noticed African award shows are never really put out?
Because they don't know who is going to show up, who's going to afford the ticket or not.
No, they pay for it. They pay for all that.
They pay for the ticket.
They pay for everything.
You
hotels and everything.
For me, also the tickets, things was actually the ticket. I was like,
No.
Yeah.
The people who are working with Channel Lobali, they were organized then.
Yes.
So I was, and then I also presented. The problem is Bernate
Did you present the Wipolo joint? Were you part of the person?
And those guys are too old. That's the Navio time where they went for that's the chorus.
Chorus.
That's Cora.
So I'm confusing the two joints then.
Yeah, this is Chanlo. This is like way after that.
Yes.
So I go there. They're like, I'm nominated for Most Gifted New Artist. You're gonna present as well. Dibanj had won it. I presented the award. He wasn't there that day with Wajay.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys these guys need to send us the tapes. We need to see the evidence.
Yes.
Kubanga wano mujukira just award winning of
first we just remember you being on stage, most gifted, whatever, and then the speech
they never and then I also performed.
You performed?
Thank you.
With
AKA Navio Bo Kuli China. It was kind of like a cypher performance. Everyone was supposed to do their verse.
I don't think anybody here knows that was such a show. I don't think we know that any of that happened. But why not?
Because you never get them.
Why
don't they release them?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know why they held on to it.
That's crazy.
Why do they never? Because MTV's was the Fuluma next step and now we must street to Zina.
Yes.
Katkurachi channel what babalaga.
Yes.
Hichiri kwa awards. Kwachi batu kweka. Right?
It doesn't even make any sense because you would be...
Because it paints a different picture, absolutely different picture.
Yes.
It seems like, I'm riding some kind of wave, but I was the main artist there. It wasn't about them.
Yes.
It really was about me.
Yes.
Because I was nominated for Most Gifted Artist. I performed with AKA and even Danny performed on that same set.
Yes.
It was like I was the only female rapper on that set. I think there were like 5.
I think that's where the problem came from, Keko. You became a very big threat to people on the continent. You became a very, very big threat. Wakola moves is just...
I'd say it wasn't even me making the move.
What the hell is this?
Guys are just calling you. They're like, we like this. We vibe to it. Come.
Yes.
But the thing is, you also have to be, well-spoken. You have to be ready. What do you like in America? They're like, she ready. She ready. Yeah.
Some Tiffany Haddish.
Mumu syndicate.
Yes. No, but here's the thing. Like, sometimes we do things as artists, Gagochkola, just for the love, and you just, in the moment, while some other people are feeling like, on a sekun's jaw. I feel like you are in a position where you are threats to.
Why do you think that other nigga,
South
after
African
he
artists,
watched the
Nigerian
show,
artists, blew one more. Yeah.
Kati abatuletera ebizibu yalaba show from the beginning
Paka ku end.
yeah kati yachimanyi yalaba performance nalaba presentation.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Mbwe mwalaba just acceptance yachi ya category.
Yes. And
that was the last part of it. That was towards the end.
Wow.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, so guys are at home like watching stuff. They're like, what the hell? You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the people who did not watch that, maybe someday they'll show you the tapes. People who did not watch it, they don't know what happened that day.
Yes.
All right? So like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, a little egos were bruised here and there, but you have to be ready. You have to be ready for takeoff.
Because the reason I say that all of that is that because I remember when I first like came through in just UG, right? And people were like, Onavu dewa. It was like I had to go through so many things that I'd skipped, and they felt like I had to suffer to first go through all of those things to end up where I was. So I also saw you, I was like...
Sufferer's syndrome. They do not know. I just told you my journey. So I saw you, I was like, this girl came from Uganda, took over Uganda, East Africa, skipped East Africa, and all of these things, and then she's now we're in Africa.
Top of Africa now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Usually, in different countries.
Yes.
But Sindika, but Situla.
Yes.
Who else can we bring in the door?
And the thing is, there was nobody in Kenya, nobody in Tanzania, nobody in Zambia, the only person that I remember who was like your competition then, anybody Toya Dilazi, but you're
not even then. That time I think it was Sasha P and Dama Dobling.
I remember Dama Dobling.
Yeah, those were like at that time they were like representing different places. Those are the ones I remember.
Yeah.
At the time, but to come from that and them try to change the picture.
Yeah.
Like Bibanyamba is like, excuse me. Did you get your own nomination?
Yes.
Did you perform that night?
Yes.
Did you present that night?
Did you write these verses? Did you work on my image?
Did you present? Come on now, come on.
Good, right?
So boy, I feel how he felt. I know.
Yeah.
Boys don't know.
This shit makes niggas feel some type of way. People felt some type of way.
Not even people. I'm sure people were really happy, but you know.
No, well, judging from the UG energy, everyone was really, really happy.
Everyone was okay.
Yeah.
Apart from that other guy, he was the only one who had a problem with it.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any negative energy from anyone else. You know?
Yes.
And for me, I think the people who put me on that stage were proud.
Yes.
Because they're like, yeah, we can put that person on the stage and she's going to hold it down. Because I remember going for a show. Actually, some of them were supposed to have, like, there's a show we went for with them, and then because they usually have a rehearsal.
Yeah.
So you have to go through the whole thing,
Yes.
And then one of them fumbled, like, with the language,
Luzungu?
Then, yeah.
Abanga too much
Luzungu.
Luganda.
No.
Too much
You
Luzungu.
cannot speak Luganda there. Sorry, we are very sorry.
Why not, Panang? Katuogero Luganda.
We are very sorry. We'll give you foreign language category.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so the producer scrapped the whole thing.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, just one person fumbling.
Because it's the whole continent that you're catering.
Yeah. So they're like, you did not vet the people before you put them there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and these are like perfectionists.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
These are like professional producers. It's not like, guy, you're getting into it. Guy, no, it's okay. Let them just perform.
Yes.
Yeah. So even that, what do they say? Heavy is the head.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yes.
That crown for the Nyara Rot?
Nyara. Nyara Roads. Yeah,
like from then, like you took over like so much responsibility, right? You took over so much responsibility.
Unnecessary responsibility.
Which you didn't even know that you were supposed to take on. You're just supposed to be this artist.
Enjoying yourself. And,
yes. Enjoying yourself like in your very, very, very younger years. So you have this award. I think up to now, nobody has measured up to that level yet.
Well, they have their BET award that was given to them backstage. So
a female artist. No, a female artist. Where?
Yeah. For female artists, no. There's never. I don't think there's ever been an international winner of an award. Yeah, but they will always downplay that. It's nothing. You know? What I did was nothing.
It is major. It is major, and we should say that.
If you can do it. Even don't worry. If Keko can do it, you can do it.
No, it's not easy. But because in hip hop, we need to recognize that and celebrate that and give you your flowers.
Even as Ugandans, you know.
No, as Ugandans, as East Africans, that's like our mark. You made that mark, made it happen. You made that moment happen. You took space. Yeah. You owned that space, and for very, very. Most people think it was like a flash neighbor. It was like for a very, very long time. You held that. You
for
gave
me,
these people music.
It was a
the pen game was impeccable. Yeah. Your image was impeccable. Come on. Yeah.
I was ready for it. When the moment came, I knew I was ready for it.
Yeah.
And it was a bittersweet moment because I thought it's like, we're taking this on as a country. It's a collective effort.
Wow, man.
But it's like I told you, manager, I got to be that star. Publicist, I got to be that star.
Yes.
There's, I think we need to.
And then there are people whose whole brand has been like Mbupeba International. So you also taking that on, it's like kind of becomes a problem.
It speaks for itself. If I have to talk about it, then it's not real.
Yeah.
It speaks for itself. Yeah. You'll find it if you're looking for something. You always know where to find it.
Yes.
So. It wasn't it didn't make me arrogant.
Yeah.
It just made me very confident after that.
It made so many people insecure.
Yeah, I think that was the problem.
Yeah. But that's the problem which greatness
supposed to inspire you.
Always greatness is. Do you know Beethoven was buried in an unmarked grave?
Me, I can't believe anything.
Because Beethoven was too talented, and he was so young. And he was so arrogant that coding Beethoven would be like, I can't make this shit better. Then he would go and play it better. Yeah. And the other guy would feel so embarrassed. He would go to theaters and improve people's plays. Because for him, it was like the gift was like so loud within him. You don't know that when your gift is too loud within you, you have to watch for all these motherfuckers
to watch your sex.
You have to watch ABC and so many people are not aware of that.
Yeah.
So many of us actually don't know that because we're just looking at this from a pure sense. You get me? But you always have to dodge these snakes, watch for where you step, watch under protect your drink, protect
especially
who you speak to, how your
who you sleep with.
Sleep, all of those things.
Because everyone wants a piece of the pie, piece of the light.
You literally have to protect yourself. But then the next time I see you having fun, right? Because that happened. There was a time Gankulaba, you're like going through a lot of labor shit going on. But the next time I see you having fun was, I'm gonna make you dance.
That was actually after that.
Yeah.
Because what I wanted was because they had made it seem it's because of us. And that you blew up type thing.
Yes.
So I was like, no.
You hit him again.
No, we need to kill that perception.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't know that Alu exists because you're only looking for the hype type music.
Mm-hmm.
But with Make You Dance, I just wanted to dead that. It's like, no, we can still make music even without you. We did it without you.
Yeah.
We did it without you before, and then we worked with you and. We can do it after.
Who produced I'm Gonna Make You Dance?
Jose Still.
Jose Still?
Yeah,
that was an amazing song. Because to me, that was you going back to, now I'm having fun again with the game. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, but by the time it came,
a lot was happening.
Yeah, a lot was happening. People didn't want to hire me.
Yeah.
It's like
black bowling now.
It's like, like how, you have what's this Cinderella story where they're like, you want to go to a gala? Twina never know. There's this one, there's also this one.
Okay.
The other one is not so special.
So tell me about these Canadian streets.
Yeah.
Because I know it's so different from living in Tinder, living in Toronto. It's
Absolutely.
so different from living anywhere in the world. Canada is so different. And Toronto is so multicultural.
Yeah.
Tell me about what's Canada like?
Canada is, I think it's kind of like America. It's the land of the free,
Yeah.
put your best foot forward, you can go wherever you want to go. You know, and you can do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
You know, if you're healthy enough, you know, put your head down, you can get whatever it is you want to get out of it. But for me, when I went to Canada, it was kind of like a break. And I'd had experiences living with other people that are not my family.
Yeah.
And I didn't really like the, you know, the dynamic, you know, and the politics involved and how people were so much in my business.
Yeah.
So when I went there, I tried it. I was like, no, I don't think I want to do this again. Let me just try and, you know, do it on my own. So when I came, I went to Ottawa, but I was living in a suburb. You know, in the suburbs, you need like a car.
So like,
oh, just take it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's chalo.
Yeah.
You know, where you actually need a car.
And most of these Ugandans here Ottawa, and they think they have read about it in geography. Anti Mbera Ottawa.
Ontario.
You be there, no
That's it.
Yeah,
it's a very lonely
yeah.
life.
Yes, yes.
And everyone frowned upon me living in a shelter, but I was like, it's okay. You know, at least there, you know, there's some sense of community, you know. Yeah. Everyone who lives there has chores and whatnot. And it's like everyone is, you know, making stuff happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, everything goes according to plan. Because it's kind of like community living, you know, and everyone contributes in some way.
Let me ask you, why is it hard for an artist like you who's super talented, who can fit into, it's basically like plug and play. Why is it hard for an artist like you to make records in Canada?
It wasn't hard. I just didn't want to do it.
You were burned out from the UG experience?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, no, let's.
You want something new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the film opportunity came, I was like, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's in line with what I've always wanted to do.
Yes.
Which is storytelling, and you know, maybe I could use that to put it on the screen. We could write a story. We could do a dossier. We could do a feature, a short, whatever. And it was actually really fun. You know, just going to school and vibing off with his kids, and you know, just learning from them, and you know, and
vibing off of these kids. You're a kid.
I used to be, not anymore.
Why?
Well, at heart I am.
Yes,
you know, but age-wise, I have a big age. You know, but yeah, Toronto.
You're 36, yeah.
30-something.
30 sexy. We call it 30 sexy.
30-some.
30 sexy. Hey.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh well.
Yes.
Yeah, but So like Toronto is. I know Toronto like the back of my hand.
Yes.
I know where you get. I know where you can get this.
Every time I've come to Toronto, I've had a great time. I'm scared of calling the people I had the previous great time with.
Yeah.
Because it's like always crazy.
Yeah, and then also the Ugandans are always busy, right? Because like everyone has a 9 to 5. They don't really have time.
Yes.
You know, so you have to make new friends.
And most people don't know this, but after Hollywood, Toronto is like a really big film destination. Yeah. Like the festival there is like crazy.
The TIFF is one of the first stops.
Yeah.
What's the French one? It's called Cannes.
Cannes.
So I think it's after Cannes, it's TIFF.
Yes.
And then I don't know the other ones that follow.
Oh, when you said French, Kwanga French side, like there's Canadian
Quebec.
English and then there's a Canadian French.
Quebec, like Montreal. You can't go there if you don't speak French.
Slow down. You said Quebec, got Quebec.
Quebec it's a province.
Fetujita Quebec.
As long as you can write it.
Yes.
But
because my friends were like, man, the food in Quebec, whatever you pronounced it as.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the food, it's like a culture destination.
Yeah, it's like a French. It's like it's like a gone to France type thing.
The French can cook, eh?
I've actually never been to. I've been a vacation at a cabin at Lake Paquin. I don't know if that's the word. Yeah. It's in Quebec.
Is that where they have the boats where you can see the fish under?
That's Banff.
You know, that's like glass boats. Eh?
That's Alberta, I think. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I think that's Banff.
Yeah,
that's Alberta. It has this beautiful lake.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do everything all at once. I could have.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, okay, I will come back and, you know, maybe go see other places.
Now, what's this Canadian food that I ate which has the same name with the president of Russia?
Putin.
Putin.
It's like loaded fries.
Hey, I was like,
they call them loaded fries. I think.
They call them loaded fries. Eh?
So it's like if you want like bacon bits and cheese and whatever melts, Yeah, it's a staple in Canada, yeah.
There are two experiences I remember from Canada. When we were with you guys at the Brazilian restaurant.
Yeah, you remember this guy, they gave us the food for free, isn't it? And everything.
Hey.
I was like, what?
Hey,
Guys are like, it's your birthday.
Hey,
it's a 5-star restaurant.
I mean,
it's okay, everything's on the house.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. About what
Uganda could never.
Wherever we go. Uganda can never.
They could never.
You sasula.
They could never.
So you get me. So that was really good.
Yeah, that was yeah.
And then the second one was going to that Niagara Falls.
Oh, Niagara is nice. Did you guys go in the? Did you go to the boat tour in the night or the day?
We go to
the night.
You can go in the night. No.
The night is better. The waterfall has lights in them. I went in the night.
You can never catch me doing dangerous things, especially at night.
And then it kind of floats, and then they turn it. You guys are like,
You guys think you have waterfalls? Ugandans, you think you have waterfalls? Yours are not water. That's not a waterfall you have. There's no waterfall in Uganda, actually.
Yeah, Niagara.
There are only two waterfalls in the world: Victoria Falls and that Niagara shit.
Yeah, Niagara is nuts.
At first, they gave me a cavera to wear. I'm like, what are they giving us a
but you should have gone in the
wear?
night. The day one is kind of meh.
I even went and I was like, I wish this guy turns around quickly and we go back.
But that's part of the experience. It's kind of like dancing with death. It's very exciting, isn't it?
I don't like that's some white people shit. I don't do shit like that.
Yeah, I like to live life on the edge.
I was there holding my head. I was like, I wish this guy. So the guy goes like up there, the water like falling from up the side, and then it falls like so hard, it forms like steam.
Yeah.
Like there's literally like water that gets all of you wet.
You
now the guy went with his thing, like all through I'm like, I wish this guy turns around to go and then.
Africans, even me, like I was like, Banange, Wichigwa, I can't swim. Yes.
And then when I reached dry land, I was like, thank you, God, that I've experienced this.
Yeah, but it's a good destination. It's nice, be there. Like maybe if you have money, you can stay there for the week. They have nice casinos.
I saw the casinos. I never entered into.
They have good smoke shops, like if you like cigars and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. In America has more of like the things I like. I think the variety is more in America than in Canada.
Yeah,
in terms of consumption.
But the thing is that America is good but dangerous. Again, there's that danger always. And then in Canada, it's like you're partying, but you don't really seem to see the danger.
And Niagara is actually different. It's not like it's like Toronto.
Yeah.
There's a difference with us here. We can party from 6 to 6.
Yes.
From there 2 a.m., the lights come on in the club. Wrap it up. Everybody got to go home.
But that's America too. Only New York goes up to like 4 a.m.
But I'm sure you guys also have after hours,
Hey, but you can be in an after hours and the gangster decides to shoot up the place because his baby mama is like. That's what I was telling you, that there's after hours.
Yeah.
Or like hookah spots where there's no liquor. But like if you're a drinker and then you take me to a place with no liquor, you're like, hey, I don't want to call a watch.
Yeah.
But then there are those after hour spots. The best after hour spots are the ones where the crazy people really hang out. Chimu jako waya nakuba masase, all of you are.
Actually, for them, they're not used to that culture of us. As we're used to, partying from morning to whatever time you want to go home.
Yes.
And I think when they come here, they kind of like lose it.
Yeah.
And they're always, And then the thing is, it's something I learned when I was there. They were telling me, there's like government guys or there's different organizations.
Yeah.
They can't wait to be posted in Africa.
The white Africa people. Is
if they said we're going to post you in Africa, it's like
they're like, take me home.
Hey,
yes.
This is it. This is the life.
Yes.
Because remember, they have housing allowance. Everything is cheap here.
Yeah.
They party till whenever.
Do you know how much money I'm saving from not living in Los Angeles?
Is it
Gambera mo Uganda.
Yeah.
It's
expensive,
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
People are like, oh, you're going to make $2,000 in a week. But it's like, bro, we have to pay rent.
Yes.
We have to buy groceries.
Yes.
Yes. So like...
And I'm eating organic bananas, pineapples.
From South America.
And every morning.
Where do your fruits come from? South America, right?
South America.
In Canada, mostly the apples were from South Africa.
South America or...
South America, Mexico.
Yeah.
The avocados.
Central America and South America.
Yeah. The tropical fruits especially, yeah.
But there is a fruit which is more expensive than cocaine. Take a guess.
There's a food.
A food which is more expensive than cocaine.
Is it a fruit?
Actually, more dangerous. This thread is more dangerous than cocaine. Guess what that is?
Is it opium?
No, it's an avocado.
Oh yeah, avocado is like
there's
it's
even a documentary about
crop.
it. Yes.
Especially in America.
Yeah.
In the Americas, North and whatever. Like, yeah. And their type of avocados are like annoying.
It's
They're like
small.
really small.
The first time I went over to the US, I was like, ngenda gaga walira ku avocado. I'm just going to get the Ugandan avocado.
I tell you
and begin
no.
exporting it
Tebasowa
here.
na Zigula is our no.
No, the
Do
food-
they? Can they
no,
buy them?
The food laws and restrictions alone.
Exactly. You can't import it.
These are cartels that run you bringing in food
It's
in the
like
US.
yeah,
here.
it's like now. Oh, where are you from? It's like
I was like, I'm going to land a Ugandan avocado here in New York. Abantu bagenda kulya avocado mfe sente. Whoa, you just look up all the rules. You can't. Literally, you can't.
Yeah.
They
Their
restrict that a
Their
lot.
food safety laws are very strict
Yes.
and stringent.
Yeah.
I think the first jobs I got when I just joined a Toronto Film School I was a baker.
Yes.
Right? You would never believe it.
So you want us to call you Keko Baker?
You get me? I could be a baker. I mean, I was a baker. But like how their food comes
Yes.
pre-cooked.
So that you just put it in.
Yeah, you just put it in and, but still it's a job, So I'm working. I have class at, let's say, 9. Mm-hmm. My shift is like from, 4 to like 7.
Yes.
Because I'm part-timing. So I'm a baker. This Indian lady, she's it's like the biggest coffee shop in Canada. It's called Tim Hortons.
Yes.
Plug. They should pay me for that.
It's the Starbucks of.
It's the Starbucks of Canada. It's called
Yeah.
Tim Hortons. So I get that job and I'm a baker. Nobody knows who I am. I love it.
Yes.
This is nice. So I'm just a regular person. The little prissy ones on the front office, they come. Hey, we need strudels. We need apple fritters. We need bagels. Everything bagel, is it ready? I'm like, it's coming. We need sausage and egg. It's coming. And there's a walk-in fridge. It's like a freezer, right?
Yes.
So I'm bringing this for context because you talked about the strict laws of like the food thing.
Yes.
So there's a time where from like everything when you put it out for display, after when it comes off the oven, it has a lifespan. So after this one may have 10 hours, this one may have 4 hours, so if someone hasn't bought it, it goes in the trash.
Keko, so you are eating butumbua? Oh shit. That's a setup, eh?
Fam.
No.
I am the baker.
I would do that too.
I am the freaking baker. And you know how
I
much
would do that too.
you love sausages.
Oh,
I love sausages.
Yeah.
And for them, their sausages are not like ours. They're like flat because they put them on the maybe a bagel or a British biscuits or whatever. They're like flat with the egg and whatever. So they're like, this one is expired.
Yes.
It's like a whole basket of the thing,
Yes.
Oh, man's like, you have to throw it in the trash. I'm like, which trash?
No, that's a setup.
Which trash you talking about? Man's like, I'm the freaking baker. I'm going to take it home.
So you made your stomach the trash can?
Rubbish.
Yeah,
That's
man.
being...
I would do that too. Trust me.
No, trust me. I ate so much coffee shop food. Like, when I left that job, I was like, no, I needed to leave because this is crazy.
Yes.
And then the pastry, I'm like, oh, this is strudels.
Yes.
And this is apple
What
stuff.
are strudels? I've always had that, but I don't know what strudels are. Describe that.
Some of them are like there's apple something pecan.
Yes.
They're just different types of like pastries. All I just have to do is grab
is
it from
bread?
the fridge.
Is it cake? What is it?
Some of them have like some sauces in them.
So it's like
Some
pie?
have like nuts on top.
Yeah.
Different things. Then the donuts.
Yes.
I have to put there's a machine you put in. Then
Somebody help us look for the picture
Then
of
you have
strudels
to
and put
dip
them on
some
the
of
screen,
them.
please.
You have to dip them. They're different types of donuts, right?
Yes.
They're the ones that are sprinkled with the little thingies.
No. Don't talk about donuts.
I don't do all that that too.
No, please
I did
don't.
all that.
Please don't.
You dip it in the chocolate sauce. That's
Please
the
don't.
chocolate.
Please
that's
don't.
the chocolate donut.
I might start climbing a tree looking for a donut.
Do you
somewhere.
know how much I ate? By the time I was like halfway, like through I think I was at that job for like 3 months. Then I got tired. I was like, I don't think I want to wake up this early in the morning anymore.
Great. Like they have those donuts. You know, people always say police is always eating donuts. I don't blame them.
You haven't tried it.
So I was like, and this is like, I was like 7 years deep into my stay. Yeah. I was like, you know what I have never like really eaten or gotten into? I was like, donuts. Then our friend is like, we have a friend called Carol. She's like, you know, there's really, like, they say it's the best in LA. There's a donut place over here. So she points. Eh? When I go in there, like, start with my very first donut. I'm like, get donut with the mango. I go back for my second one.
Were you drinking coffee or tea? It kind of goes quickly with the drink.
I'm just eating these things as we're having a conversation. I go back for 2. I left the place with a pack of like 24.
And you also have to go. You also left with some. You actually left.
Then
with
it
some.
became this thing of like, you're over ordering these things over here. Like a person is supposed to eat like 2 in a week.
Consumerism.
You're healthy.
It's a real thing in America.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
Their food is like really addictive.
Yes.
And you wonder why people are obese. And it's like, and then there's some of them.
I envy such people. I literally hate such people.
Yeah.
For me, if I ate 2 donuts, they would show tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah.
They would totally show.
Yeah.
So tell me, why Malaba Pictures? Because when you formed your company, you called it Malaba Pictures.
Yeah.
Why Malaba?
Malaba is a border town between Uganda and Kenya.
Tobanga Keko, you're Kenyan, Uganda.
Oh, I am, actually.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Man, fuck these Kenyans we're taking out.
Them was so sola. That's so yo, you cannot watch take a mumpede.
No.
But you know, I am
No, we have so many Kenyan Ugandans nowadays. I think
I think most of us are mixed, you know.
Well, most of us
It's very hard to
yes.
find someone who's purely something.
Yes.
There are few, you know, even tribally
except
speaking.
this guy here.
He's a pure guy.
He's a pure Mbuluo. He's a pure Luo.
So my father is Jaluo from Kisumu.
Yes.
And my mother is Japadola, also Luo from Tororo.
Yes.
So I'm like, I am somewhere in between. And what better name than Malaba?
Malaba is great. It's a great
It's
name.
right at the border,
Yes.
east meets west.
Yes.
And I'm just right in the middle.
Yes.
And that's Malaba.
So you shot a video for us as in Simbi Music. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember the dance video I shot for you guys. You guys actually still owe me money. Miriam?
Nedda twakusasula zonna ne ziggwayo.
No,
Twakusasula zonna ne ziggwayo.
Miriam, I need the check. Write the check.
Nedda. Nasasula zonna ne ziggwayo. But I remember we shot that video. It was the remix of...
it was the Weezy remix of...
It was the Weezy remix of The Stars Are Infinite, Mwezi, Moonglow.
Moonglow.
Yes,
That's video. Funny thing.
Yes.
The kid that dances in the... I don't want to call him kid. He's a man now. He's Nigerian.
Now. Yes.
You should see him now. What he's doing.
What is he doing?
I went to school with him.
Yeah.
He was at film school.
If he blows up as a star, we'll be like, that guy was in my video.
No, he shoots music videos now.
Yes.
And that the lady or the girl now, that's his girlfriend. They're still together.
Yes, that's really
They
good.
work together.
It looked like a Romeo and Juliet story.
Yeah, so that would, because like with what she had brought me, I wanted to use people who were like that.
Yeah.
So when I called him, he was like, my girlfriend, she's not really a dancer. He is the dancer. But I was like, no, we can choreograph something. I could teach her how to dance. They did an amazing job. Yeah.
Actually, I thought she was the dancer and he was the...
No, he is a professional dancer. He's actually an instructor too.
Yeah.
And he has a clothing brand as well. It's called Unsorted.
Yes.
Really nice urban streetwear. Very nice stuff. You should check him out. I don't know if you...
This is all in Toronto.
Thomas Obewo, he's Nigerian.
Yeah.
Very, very, He's definitely gonna go places, you know.
Yeah.
He seems very grounded and centered and...
Are we going to see Keko in front of the camera? Because we have seen you behind the camera. We've seen you. You're trained by the camera.
Even now I am in front of the camera.
I know. Yeah. But to Gambangoli, you're crying like...
Acting.
Some acting shit.
I failed to act. So I've always told people
We want to see you cry. You want to see
can't.
hysterical pointing at people.
I'm terrible.
Like angry black woman scene.
But that's the thing. That's the stereotype, isn't it?
Yeah,
We're not angry
I know.
people.
Yeah.
But for the acting thing, I think it's also one of those things. It's like people are like, just anyone can act. So when I got auditioned for a role, Nana Kaga, shout out Savannah Moon.
Yes.
So,
shout out to Nana Kaga.
Nana, yeah.
Hi. Nana, shout out to Nana Kaga.
Yeah,
I was supposed to be her first actor in her first movie.
Yeah.
Never what happened in the middle there. But
she auditions me for a movie role.
Yeah.
And it's like this character who's very aggressive and mean and everything.
Yeah.
So we go in for a reading, and she's like, and she's actually really intimidating, She's like, okay.
Nana is intimidating, or the character?
She's also intimidating.
Hey, Nana,
because when she's doing
intimidating.
Maybe now she's not so much.
Yeah.
If I meet her today.
No, she's intense and all about her business.
She's very, she's really like, cutthroat.
Yeah.
So like when I went there, because I was younger then, early 20s and whatever. So I go there, I'm like, I think it's nothing. I can do it. So I go there, she gives me the script. She's like, okay, this is your character. We're going to do a reading. Okay, let's go.
What?
I couldn't do it.
You froze?
Yeah.
No way.
I couldn't. Yeah.
I can't imagine you freezing.
It was the most embarrassing thing.
This is how we do it.
That's a different side of me. I didn't know that was that side of me but like, she was also disappointed because she thought it was going to be really straightforward.
Yeah.
Since I've been in front of the camera with all the songs and whatever.
Yes.
That's why I have a profound respect. I posted something about it.
It's a whole different ballgame. People don't know this.
People go to school for this.
Ballgame.
You actually have to learn that.
Yeah.
You have to actually go and if you don't really have it.
Yes.
You have to go and learn it.
And then you're a female rapper, and so many other female rappers have succeeded in doing it. So
like Queen Latifah.
Queen, of course, the Queen.
The Queen.
The Queen has done it.
Yeah.
She's
still doing it. Equalizer.
Still doing it.
Yeah.
No, in Chicago. Mm-hmm. She was in Chicago. She was in like.
She had her own show. Set it off. Come on, set it off. That's it. Everything else doesn't even matter. She had her own TV show.
Let me see who else has done.
Eve
has done some good acting jobs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Eve. Wasn't she the first barbershop?
Oh yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Eve. So I think also maybe
Nicki Minaj has done a little bit of acting.
Oh.
Yeah. Even Cardi B. No, it's only right. Together. Lauryn Hill in Sister Act.
No, Lauryn was a natural.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she was the one that was intimidating. I don't know what it was. It was new territory for me.
No, Keko, what? Yeah. If you can direct and then you've been on these stages, you definitely have it.
No, but it's like you're reading a character that maybe doesn't. Like how actors have to pick their roles.
Yes.
So I think. People. I'm sure actors get so many scripts.
You need something which is more suited to you.
Yeah. You see people see you through their lens.
Yeah.
But then you think you can, do it. But like when you get there, it's like, if I was given the script as an actor, I wouldn't take the role. You pick and choose your roles.
How is your pen game as an actor and also as a writer? Do you write or do you just direct?
No, I write too. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned that too, just how to write and, the whole structure of it. And genre-wise, because your first film determines the journey, doesn't it? People usually tend to take you for...
Not necessarily. Maybe your first successful one.
Oh, yeah.
But we've seen people have taken like a whole 360.
Yeah. But the fear with me is I don't want to, put myself in a box, I don't be like a niche type director or whatever. So I'm really careful with what I want to put out there now going forward.
Yeah.
With my production. So if I get the budget, I want to shoot something that I would want to watch.
What budgets are we talking about? Kakade, Bobiri,
Is that Uganda?
No, US.
Even that is nothing.
Uganda.
That's low budget. That's still a low budget script.
What are you going to
$1 million, still low budget, according to American standards.
These Ugandans here, from what I've heard, these Ugandans here have been shooting like series
for 1M.
Series of like 270 episodes in Kakade Kamu. These people are hardworking, Keko. Really,
Man,
really
guys are
hardworking.
hustling, you know. But you change it to shillings, you know, maybe it adds up, you know.
I have a friend who was telling me, well, more billion. They gave him 2 billion, but he has managed to do like about 180 episodes. I'm like, wow.
But you know, also, you know, you see, because like I was talking about on my conversations,
Yeah.
you know, you're the fly on the wall now, and you're watching, you know, how the industry is moving and what they're doing with it. But you also see the sets, you know, the sets are very minimalist,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
It's kind of like a lot of Indo type, you know,
Yes.
sets. You know, the conversation kind of runs around different Indo sets.
Yes.
You know, for me, I'm like, I like the great outdoors, you know?
Yeah.
You can shoot like I don't know, like, you know?
But you could also shoot
a great action movie where guys are just shooting all kinds of stuff out there, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I went to Thing's premiere. You know him, he's your friend Steve Atenyi.
Yes, Ayenyi, yes.
Yeah, the Konyi Order from Above.
Yes.
So
from Canada.
He came to premiere.
Yeah, he was telling me he was going to premiere over there. Yeah.
But he told me he had met you before that.
Yes.
So when I went to watch it, I was like, yeah, this is a good attempt.
Yeah.
I mean, it gave, you have to just start, with everything. Just a first start.
Yes.
Because now he's directing movies in Nigeria and all these places, But then again, you can't be from a film school and just shoot anything. For me, that's it.
I know. Katawi wavo buzibu Keko.
Yeah.
That's where the problem comes in.
Kumanga.
Is that because I've been with guys from AFI as well. Right? Like their standard is way up here, but sometimes the markets they need to work in,
and not that they don't really care about standards.
Like
it's like the old school Nigerian movies.
Thank you. Like I've been looking at my Facebook and I'm looking at the comedians. You know where this acting where there's guys like they steal a bag and it's like stole a bag.
No,
and
clown. That's like clown stuff.
Where the acting is more like very
shit.
slapstick. But then you look at the views and how many people are watching
like a Quentin Tarantino type thing.
You're like, there are so many people watching this. So Ogenda Kwemenya with all that skill.
I know, that's okay.
Yeah.
Me, I'm willing to carry it. Because I want to watch it later, maybe
and be proud. And be proud
and
of
be
the
like,
work you
you know what? Yeah, we did it. You know?
Yes.
We did that because
you know Tyler Perry is richer than Will Smith, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get.
To veiller, to veiller. Okay.
But yeah. Of course, and for me, my favorite is The Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Yes.
I feel like since there's that cliche in America, I like the way he kind of
he plays with it. He plays with it so well.
With it,
yeah. So
should we do it, Thomas?
Before I ask you about what projects, because you've been working on so many great projects, I'm so sure. Is it the underground? Is it more kuzogerako? And right? But I wanted to talk about two things. I think we'll do people a disservice if we don't touch on this, right?
Yeah.
Like our community always has a way of scapegoating, and in terms of mental health, right? Bekwasa or your muntu muyimbi, and then they put you in a box, and that's it. Yes.
Yeah.
I think we do this podcast this service when we don't talk about
the real.
It's not about drugs. It's not about this. It's just about
mental health.
I want us to talk a little bit about that because so many people in order to have an issue.
That issue, yeah.
Not knowing that all these things might be in your past and you're predisposed to all these conditions that actually come out later when you're an adult, when you're triggered. So I don't know where to start about this. But as a person who has experienced
mental health problems,
yes. What are the words that you can give to someone who is out there challenged and whatever? Where could they get the help? And as a society which has totally misdiagnosed this problem, right? where do we start in order to help the people that need to be helped?
Thank you for asking that question.
Yeah.
The thing is, with my mental health, I think from going from that height, at Channel O and coming home and thinking it's gonna be a big party.
Yes.
And finding so much animosity at that age. People are like, Anna, you're not that young. No, I was really young.
Yes.
Being thrust on that stage, and having to hold that mantle and the burden, and coming back home and it being treated as, like you didn't deserve it or whatever.
Yeah.
It kind of sent me down a certain hole. And then also, I tried to escape it. Of course, we have personal issues, relationship issues,
Yes.
and, different things that factor in. But then I tried to escape it when I signed Sony. I thought I was going to be really busy after that because sometimes you just need to just be on the road.
Yeah.
Just be on the road.
Yeah.
But even that did not help because the silence only amplified. So when I started smoking weed, marijuana, which was the only drug I ever consumed, everything else was in passing. But the weed I smoked religiously, I started when I was happy. It was, it was something, whatever. And then when I got really depressed.
Indica or sativa?
I don't really know. It's only when we went to LA that we knew the difference.
Yes.
In Uganda,
it's kwata.
Oyagala sa meka nyabo.
Oyagala olumbu gululu. Uganda bagala
Kubira
n'olumbu.
Congo oyagala. Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah.
So like when I got depressed, now I was dependent on it. But you know how it is with when you smoke marijuana. There's a way it kind of just opens your mind.
Yes.
So if you're thinking a lot, that also just goes deeper. You just keep going deeper into whatever it is you're doing. If you're very happy, the happiness is amplified. And I wouldn't blame it on that. The thing is, I got depressed. I got really depressed.
Yeah.
And I got anxiety, went into schizophrenia. Like, it's like my mind was just trying to unpack what was happening around me.
Yes.
And, like, why is this person doing this? Why would this one say this? Why would this one do that?
And the problem is that when you're an artist, because your brain deals a lot with imagination, you study every situation.
Yeah, and you're trying to.
So when somebody does one thing, you look at it from 12 different angles. Like the whole 360, and you could dwell on that for days.
Yeah.
That's what most people don't get.
They don't get that. You know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I did suffer with that. I went to rehab twice, I think.
In Uganda?
In Uganda.
Yeah.
There's a
where was that?
Accra. It's in Accra. It's called Serenity Center. So when I went there, there was a nun. She was my therapist.
Yes.
So she was like, oh, no, you should really get off this. So what's the problem? So we'd have sessions every other day. And then there was, it was like going back to high school. It was such a good experience. There's so many rich kids in there.
Do you trust therapists?
Well, we have to sign an NDA.
You do?
Yeah.
For me, I think they always have Lugambo. Anyway, let's go.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Who is that professional, right?
Yeah. So saying that there's so many rich kids in there.
Very many.
Yes.
Spoiled kids. Some are there just for smoking cigarettes. And, they're whining. They're like, I just smoke cigarettes. What do you mean I need to go to rehab? And then there's this big playing field. We'll just go play football. It was a good time. It was in a real proper rehabilitation.
Yes.
It's actually really, not really expensive if you have the money. But I just want to demystify the notion that, yeah, guys, I'm a rehab. These local niggas,
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I'm a rehab. They say it like as if it's such a bad thing.
Yes.
In my head, I'm like, but can you afford to go to rehab? You get me? It's like, bro, come on now.
How much is rehab?
Don't be talking crazy.
I've recently been in Diani, right? Like over.
It's like some of them are like retreats.
Yeah.
Wellness centers.
No, but I went over there and this is the first time I ever first saw a rehab called Manyiri Desert Hollywood. Again, I get places overlooking an ocean. It's like
it's a real wellness center,
But then I went to Diani and then they were telling me about. I tried to come out to airport. Then I saw people like in a very very large group. Nangamba. You see all those people over there?
It's like rehab.
There's like that's rehab. I'm like what? Nenga is like a local community and it's like. See those guys on the beach selling madaf, the guys that sell coconuts, that there was a time somebody brought drugs in the community and they all got hooked. So the government of Kenya is actually trying to rehabilitate them by giving them in small doses. I was like, wow, it's okay. So this is like...
It's a real pandemic.
Yes. But how much does rehab cost in Uganda?
I don't know.
And how long do you stay?
If how much you can afford. And how bad your situation is.
Yes.
And also they had to, check with the doctors and the psychiatrists.
Yes.
Is she okay to come back
so
out?
They have psychiatrists and psychologists there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And doctors, and then they have like different people who, I don't know, like co-curricular activity type people. So it's like the whole 360 experience.
Yes.
I think minimum now is like 2 million per month.
What the okay, that's expensive.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's expensive.
I'm not saying it to even brag. I
was going to
Otherwise, you're going to
I was going to say Banene, but trust me, you don't want that on you.
And then the people who go there are not necessarily like mentally ill or what. Some of them are just like you or me.
Yes.
And he can't put a lid on it. He's like, I can't control it myself.
Yeah.
Take me in a controlled environment where I don't have access to it.
My message is to parents. Yeah. Some parents have kids who get addicted to things. No, your child is a prisoner to whatever drug they have been introduced to or to some behavior. I said some people are just even predisposed. It might not even be the drug. Yeah. It might be the person themselves getting in a sort of like depression.
Depression. Depression sends you down a rabbit hole. You have no idea. Because your thoughts are all over the place.
Yeah.
And then, like, you can't think critically, Sometimes someone can just say, oyagala chai. Then you say, like, kula chambuza ntinonjagala chai.
You dive down.
You start going down some nonsense,
Yes.
Like, so there's times I'll be like, why is this one standing like that around me, My sister is like, no. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
He's just standing there. That's it.
Yes.
But then there's some people who know that, and actually in Canada, it's a disability, If you have a mental health issue, it's a disability.
No,
it's like being in a wheelchair.
It
is a disability.
It is, yeah.
Because you can't operate, your mind doesn't operate at 100% like it used to,
Yeah.
You need some, meds to bump you forward.
I know a Hollywood actor who is really rich, but he has a problem with stealing.
Most of them,
he can't enter a supermarket and not steal.
I'm not going to mention names.
Tasobola kuyingira kifo n'atabbamu kintu ate nga sente zonna zirina ezigula ebintu ebyo byonna like you could ayina some high he has stolen shades for me, he has stolen a spoon for like you don't even need these things.
Yeah, so even that, at the end of the day, if you're just feeling like you're going off the scale in some way, if you can afford to go, to a wellness center. You may not go to the best ones, but I would advise that. Save some money and go to, the best ones because the service is 5-star,
I hate to make you the face of all this, but, I think...
maybe.
Yeah, but like someone out there might need are there resource centers where people can go to where you can say, okay, besides like Arkwright, Joe Gambia, if someone is looking for a psychologist in Uganda,
there are very many.
Where do they go?
There are very many.
Banji.
Even Google, you can just type.
Psychologist in Uganda? Yeah. They're going to LinkedIn nomunonya.
No, ne Google.
Ne Google yenyine.
Bagula company nyingi.
How do you find a psychologist in Taina Lugambo?
Simani. Because like the one I worked with, Namusanga Nakasero.
Yes.
I was there.
You could have a psychologist that down Agamba. Joche never deko
Banaki. Mkaza mfuki dechizibu.
Yes.
No, yeah. I think he's an older man, so and he actually studied in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah. So he actually practiced there, and then he was like, no, I'm gonna move back and do my own thing here.
Yeah.
He was based in Nakasero, but now he has his own practice.
Yes.
So I've been working with him for a while now.
Yeah.
There's nothing
you're blessed to find somebody who's good.
Not seen. Yeah, there's nothing he hasn't seen.
Yes.
Yeah. When I come on,
do you find it better to work with men who are psychologists,
absolutely.
or do you find it better to work with women?
Men. Unless she's a nun. Yeah. Unless it's a nun. Because like at Serenity, it was a nun.
Yeah.
But the men, like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I get it. So this collaboration with Afrigo, how do you end up landing this? How does it come about?
So Mr. Moses I have known since uni.
Yes.
From the Vision Voice show.
Okay.
I met so many of the old heads there. And we had actually wanted to work before I went to Canada, right after I did all those big songs, but we just never found the time. I think I was really distracted. And he would actually be telling me, he was like, Keko, and I'd meet him, he'd be like, have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? I'm
yes.
No, I'm not having forgotten.
Yes.
But he was right. He was right. I had forgotten.
Yes.
You know. So when I came back, he was performing at an establishment in Arkwright, and he was going to the bathroom. And then I just hijacked him. I'm like, oh, hey, it's Keko.
Yes.
The first thing he says, but you are heavy.
Mr. Moses, we don't say these things to women nowadays.
Then I'm like, I'm ready to work when you are. And it's like, here's my number. Set it up, I'll be there.
He's such a good guy,
He's such a gentleman.
Yes. And we really love the song. You guys did magic on that, yes.
And like, that's the thing, when you've met people who have experienced fame, like the real fame.
Yeah, they are down to earth.
They don't carry themselves a certain way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Afrigo and Mr. Moses Matovu featuring Keko featuring Moses Matovu of Afrigo.
Yeah.
That's an amazing song.
So it's like Chakale, produced by Andrew Ahura at Quad A.
Yes. Quad A,
amazing experience.
Amazing work too. Quad A is always like known for excellence.
Yeah.
I've worked with Quad A too on some amazing projects.
Yeah.
So let's go through some topics here.
Okay.
I want you to just say yes or no. I mean, no. Choose whoever you want to. I'm going to present you with two options. Ngotubulira who is better for you or not.
Okay.
Right? So, Lauryn Hill or Lil Kim?
Lauryn Hill.
Okay. Queen Latifah, Lady of Rage?
Queen Latifah. Queen Lala, she got the swagger.
Okay. Quentin Tarantino, Scorsese?
Scorsese. Scorsese. I like both of them, but I saw an interview of Quentin where he's saying you have to like steal ideas from different movies.
You have
make
to.
A movie. I was like, nah, fam.
Just because somebody said it and the other won't admit it doesn't make it.
Fam.
Yeah.
No.
There's no idea original under the sun. Bebagamba.
Yeah, they say there's nothing new under the sun, but people try. They try to write something.
Okay, new. Jay-Z or Nas?
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm doing this to you. Yes. Because you're a rapper, we have to. It's only right. Jay-Z or Nas?
I think Jay is more catchy. I like the way,
Yes. And you know where
Nas too.
You know where I'm going after this, eh?
But Jay.
You
both of them I like.
You know where I'm going after this. Okay, Jay-Z, Kale Nyabo. Drake or Kendrick? As a Canadian, not
even that. I think, like for someone who has a melodic background and like the way he writes stories, Drake. If he writes his music, that is.
Yes.
You listen to songs like From Time, and you're like, then the song he has with Pound Cake, and the way he's
Jay-Z disciplined him on Pound Cake, eh?
No way.
Jay-Z pounded Drake into Pound Cake.
No.
I had
bases
before you had braces.
Mans. Yellow diamonds in my Jesus.
Yellow diamonds in my Jesus.
Japanese for the yen that I'm handling. Of course, that's how he is. Did
you hear that?
Talk his shit.
Great man, Jay.
No. But Drake had already set the bar, No, like in terms of like writing, no, for me. And actually, there's a song where Drake says he was given a choice to take anyone else on tour with him, and he chose Kendrick and Rocky.
ASAP. Who are both dissing him now.
Yeah. who are taking his. Oh my God. I don't want to say these things. Who are taking his
this is the only
sloppy
space.
seconds.
Come on now, we. Keko, we're going to say this story now.
Come on now. Come on now. You get me? Like, just is on the level where, like, this stuff doesn't even phase him.
Okay. Even
like, I brought these niggas on tour.
I know where you're going.
When they were like nobody, we put them on game.
We are not going to let this slanders fly.
Put them on game,
because even ASAP says like
Drake's catalog.
Like even ASAP says that Drake is in his sloppy seconds. Boom, with that baby mama.
I mean, a pistol go bang, gang, boom, pop. Kumbe, he really wanted, man. Bang, bang, gong, pop. Come on now. Kumbe, he's
my pistol go bang, boom, pop.
Kumbe is real lightning shorty, you get me?
But
like,
I remember that video. And I saw Rihanna in that video. I was like,
they had that chemistry,
How did A$AP Rocky get Rihanna in a video? I didn't know by then.
But he has a certain swagger about him. His music doesn't really.
But A$AP is the guy. A$AP has that Harlem swag. You can't beat that Harlem swag.
Well, but for me, Drake is like, for me, I feel like musically speaking, and he also has an acting background, and I think he's like a well-rounded artist to me.
Drake.
Yeah. And he's not afraid to be vulnerable in his music.
Vulnerability. People have vulnerability.
Yes. You as an artist, you can't always wear a mask. People always want to see behind the mask.
But Kendrick is also very vulnerable too, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, like, bitch, don't kill my vibe. I like that album. Which album was that one? Why you baby sitting on it?
Only 2 or 3 shots. I'm gonna show you how to kick it up a notch. First you take a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive. Hey.
That album was crazy. Yeah. Money Trees,
Money Trees.
Eagle, yes. Hallelujah.
Yes.
So I think I like also that version of Kendrick where he's not just trying to be confrontational, and he's just trying to paint his own picture.
Yeah.
It's not really about anyone else.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's also very important. He has had a good run, but it's like, it's kind of like it's like riding a wave.
Do you prefer a club or a bar lounge or a hotel lounge? What's your vibe?
We can't while out.
Middle of the club, around bottles.
Yeah,
or
club,
just a glass of wine.
Club, everyone holding bottles.
Conversation.
You know
that's trouble the next day.
Yeah, we always love to get in trouble. Yeah.
That's always trouble the next day.
Yeah.
So, Tororo on Tinder?
Tororo, obviously, yeah.
Tororo, obviously. Yeah. Yes. What's your take, before we wrap up, because this is almost coming to the end, what's your take on hip-hop Uganda, and how do you study the situation from a person coming from outside, diving into it?
Yeah, I think I was watching it when I was out there, and I think the young ones are trying to do the best they can to hold the mantle.
Yeah.
Of course, the purity has been diluted because of what's popular. Mm-hmm. They're all trying to fit the mold of what's popping, and they're tailoring their music towards that, which is okay. People want to eat, they're trying to make money, but I think they should always make something for for the fandom, for the mandem,
Yes.
Because you can choose to do popular rap, but you always have those songs that people But then again, if you didn't start that way, you're not obligated to.
Yes.
But if you started like a certain way, people will know you for bars and being real and raw. Yes. You can go that other way, the popular direction, but always, have that's the Drake route.
Bars
it's
on,
like
bars or melodies.
I need a one dance.
Bars or melodies.
Both. White Ever Sun. When I started balling, I was young. Hey.
I know where he recorded that album, and that house has just burned down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know the lady. I met the lady actually in her garage is where they recorded that joint. Like
It's
this,
done.
that lady's son is
Yeah.
who they created the demos with.
Wow.
Yeah, and she has seen them from like this kid coming from like the country,
Yeah.
coming into LA,
So now
living inside
a
to
country
like
superstar.
owning Rolls Royces. You
Yeah.
know, like yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. It's,
Hopefully they have insurance, because it's
I-
really crazy what's
no,
happening down there.
Let's hope the insurance will
Yeah.
come through. But at the end of the day, it's who and what type of insurance you have at this point. Oh, should I get it? Yeah.
Yeah, netente kola.
Yeah. So what projects are we looking forward to in 2025 with Keko?
Maybe
the
new
Keko
singles.
brand.
Yeah, maybe
Yes.
new singles.
Yeah.
My focus is on my film
Yes.
and then my media side and my film production side.
Yes.
But musically, like they say, if you want something, you know where to find it.
Oh yeah.
We don't have to like pump stuff, spoon feed you.
Yes.
Do little TikToks or promote our videos. Okay, it would be fun.
Yes.
But as rappers, like that's like it's cringe.
Yes.
It's like cringe to do those kinds of videos.
You know where to find it.
Yeah.
You know where to find
So
it.
yeah, we'll be dropping some new material.
Yeah.
Hopefully some visuals as well. But yeah, I'm for the people. I'm here for your entertainment. So you just have to watch your six. We have so much.
You know that
coming.
song which goes, "Let me entertain you."
Is it a rock song?
Yeah, it is a rock song.
okay.
You know, besides hip hop and the
Rock
I'm a rocker, like
bangs.
heavy.
I'm a big Coldplay fan, so like
Yeah.
I fucks with it.
Not Guns N' Roses, not Queen.
No. What's this guy's name? Phil Collins.
Hey, that's a classic.
I'm like a weirder,
That's a
like
classic.
Phil Collins.
like Genesis the
Yeah,
band.
like and then what's this other band? It's a British band. It's called Take Me Out Tonight.
Oasis?
Riding in your car. What's it called?
Not Oasis?
No, it's not. It's a British band. Oasis, I think, is American. Oh yeah, that's homework for you guys. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, homework. We'll
you'll
figure
it out.
So besides me, who are your top 5 Ugandan hip hop
Of course,
artists?
me, I'm always at the top.
I don't know. Besides me, Keko. I don't want you to put me
Sorry.
there. Don't put me there.
Do I put myself there?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, me, I'm number 1.
Yeah.
And everyone else is in no particular order.
Yeah.
We are going in the order of alphabet.
Yes.
So that's Atlas the African.
Atlas the African.
Yeah.
We need Atlas here, actually.
Yeah,
I last
you have to
ran
get
into him at a
to get the
hotel.
fam, yeah, you have to get the fam,
yes.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
His pen game's sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a real life prince, too. People don't know that.
Igumira.
Prince Gumira, yes. Yeah.
Enigma.
Who?
Enigma.
Oh, Enigma. I thought you said
Yeah.
Enigma. I'm like, who the fuck is that Nigerian artist you mentioned?
No way.
Enigma, yes.
Yeah. The Mandem.
The Mandem, the mystic.
The Mandem.
Yes, the Mandem.
The mystery.
Yes.
The man behind the mask.
Yes.
Also very nice stand-up guy, very nice guy, gentleman.
Yes.
Then of course, Navio,
Yes.
The Myth,
Yes.
Lyrical for holding it for so long.
Yes.
How many of those?
There are 5, Keko, Atlas. There's no Ruyonga in your thing, Okay. No, that was your list. Did you kuongerako?
No.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. So that's a very solid list, actually.
Yeah.
How about internationally?
Internationally?
I mean, besides me, internationally, of course.
Okay. I like The Game.
You've always liked that nigga. I don't know why.
I'm the doctor's advocate. Nigga Jay shot shit, broke me back from dead. That's why they call him the doctor.
Yeah, man.
58 rocket with him no more. It's okay, I get it pop.
Yes.
No, I just like the whole gangster demeanor, the whole character he embodied in that first album. I think it was the documentary.
Yeah.
I don't think he will ever have an album like
So
that.
you were blood, eh? Because for us in LA, we think about this shit in terms of blood, scripts, and rolling 60s.
No. I just like the rapper. I no affiliations.
Okay.
I just like the rapper. Of course, Drake. Lupe Fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like Lupe a lot. I don't know, people didn't really give him
I like Lupe
chance.
too.
Yeah,
I like Lupe
we
too.
didn't give him a chance, but yeah, I like Lupe.
I've been listening to Droga's Wave, actually, his album.
He has a new one?
I don't think it's new. It's more like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Droga's Wave, yeah.
And then the thing is, like, listening to, like, Queen Latifah. Because if I compare, like, the things she's talking about in her music to, like, the newer school, like, female rappers,
yeah,
I feel like I can relate to Queen Latifah more. And she sings, too.
And she's the original blueprint, actually.
We can love.
Oh, shake it.
Hey, vibe.
Like them, we can love. Hey.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Queen
How
Latifah,
about you
even the
and
content,
ITY?
you know, even the content, you know,
Yes,
like what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Because like the new female rappers, it's more about like, I could take your man, I would dig it. I'm that bitch. I like what?
I sit on. Okay.
You get me? Yeah. So like, I don't really listen
this.
to it because I can't. I don't relate to it. Yeah, I don't relate.
Like
to
Sexy Red and Glorilla.
There's nothing wrong with them, but I just don't vibe with it.
She called her camel to a moose knuckle.
And then there's Sexy Red.
And those two, Glorilla and Sexy Red, and Ice Spice maybe.
Yeah, and there's a certain way I think they portray female rappers, which I don't think is the real representation.
Have you heard of Deutsche?
Rhapsody?
Oh, Rhapsody.
Yeah, Rhapsody. Yeah,
Rhapsody.
I fucks
with that too.
Yeah, I fucks with Rhapsody.
Yes.
I think she's mad. Yeah, she's
Rhapsody.
mad. Yeah, you get me?
Yeah.
There's lyrical content, there's storytelling, like, you know, it's speaking from a different angle. It's not like everything's about sex.
Deutsche Rhapsody.
Deutsche, yeah, I like the rollout, the imaging, and you know, the whole way they put her out. I think she's like the female Kendrick. Are they not on?
I think so.
Yeah, they're on the same label.
Same level.
Yeah. Yeah. And then of course Eminem.
Okay.
Yeah. Eminem was like my dad at some point. You
and Munji like Eminem.
Because like there are those songs where he would be singing about Haley, you know, like the Hush Little Baby, and the Toy Soldiers, and you know.
Yes.
Yeah, like, and you know, like, for someone who has been through so much, and you know, the way he's so vulnerable, talking about his upbringing and not scared to you know, to share it with us, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, Eminem for me, definitely.
I think Eminem is dope, but
and then he was also clowny, you know, like where he would be like talking about Britney
talking
Spears
about other people.
There's that character, you know, where he's like playful
Slim
and
Shady.
You know, like bully, Slim, Slim.
Yeah, Slim.
Then when he's like on the other side, he's like bagpipes from Baghdad.
Yes.
You listen to it, you're like, and then he changes to this Arab accent, and he's rapping the entire song, and he's like, I'm like, what you talking about? This guy's a genius.
That's why it was perfect for his new album to like cancel himself. He's like, I'm canceling Slim Shady.
And I don't want to say much about the new album, because I think that there's also a pressure to fit into like the mold of what everyone is doing. You know, it's like Missionary. You've listened to it, no? What do you think about
Missionary?
I can't remember anything I like.
I love two songs. There's a song called Skyscrapers, and then the other song that comes before that with Sting. The one featuring Sting, and then the one that follows it. Those are the only two songs I've been playing.
There's nothing I remember on that album.
Yeah,
it's like the new Eminem album, and I'm like hardcore Eminem.
I haven't listened to the new Eminem. I stopped listening to Eminem on Eminem Show.
Oh, is it? You didn't listen to Relapse?
No, all of that shit was not for me.
No.
But I've been loving the singles, like the one he did with Lucas Joyner. That was hard.
And then Detroit versus Everybody with Dej Loaf.
Yes, and then I also like the one that he did, Rap God. That was phenomenal.
Where like he was like possessed.
My God, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, like the video is like he was like a freaking possessed.
And then there's a song he has where it's like him and Busta Rhymes going back and forth.
You know, I'm sure people will be like, no, but they're like, and then also like, you know, after watching Straight Outta Compton,
yes,
you know, you get to love, you know, like, of course I like Ice Cube because of his also film affiliation and how he tried to switch. Of course, 50 Cent. We all loved Get Rich or Die Trying.
50 Cent.
Yeah, that whole Get Rich or Die Trying, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
No skips.
Classic album.
Yeah, no skips.
Yeah.
No skips.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like actually before I turned, I think, 18 or 19. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, that album really, I think that was even before Game Drop documentary. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so 50, yeah, definitely.
In a
5'4".
one-on-one, do you think you can beat Big Trail? Basketball.
No, he's taller than me.
One-on-one. I tell you, what does height have to do with it?
And I'm not really a long distance shooter. I'm more of like a 2-point play type person.
There's no layups. Huh?
Maybe if it's like
it's
all about the laying up. Unless I'm going to like take him out. Unless I'm gonna like take him out, dirty, because I used to play dirty in the D. You get me? Yes, you grab the ball and you're like,
yes. You know,
and then you turn like, whoop.
Yes.
Like, guys are like, what the fuck?
A few elbows.
Yeah. But yeah, unless I'm playing dirty, no, he's taller
I can't
than
imagine
me.
you playing dirty though, man.
No.
Yeah. It's been great having you
great
here.
Catching up, man. It's been such a long time, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for honoring the invite.
Yeah, this is nice. I love what you're doing with the place.
Yes.
Yeah, let's keep moving. Let's keep pushing the boundary.
Oh, most definitely. Where do people find? I know these people. Basically, was some of them, but they don't know where to find you. So tell the Kekonians. Let the Kekonians direct these people where they are.
That's the problem. They're too busy. They're occupied.
Direct these people where they are. So it's Spotify, Apple, all of that.
Yeah, I have all my links on my Keko Town 1 Instagram.
Keko Town 1.
1.
Yes.
Yeah.
One the number?
Instagram. Yeah, the number.
Yes.
So yeah, you can, everything you need to know is there.
Yes.
New projects, anything. My SoundCloud, there's new material there that I just like to, just throw them there,
Yeah.
And then, X, I think it's Keko Town as well. Yeah.
Are you active on X?
Yeah, I do. I retweet.
Are you on Snapchat?
No, I don't like Snapchat.
I'm not on Snapchat.
My life is not that interesting.
Yeah.
My life's not that interesting, sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, this is Keko. If you don't know, this is the Nyara rot of this hip hop shit. Yeah, like if you don't know, we really love you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
What you've done to contribute to this whole game is impeccable.
Thank you.
You're the only person who has balanced the scale, really. Like when it comes to look at all these other male rappers, like it's like a sausage party. But you like hold your own, and then you bring up this other seesaw up, and then we have some sort of balance.
Yeah.
You get me? Like you brought the pen. You brought the swag.
Thank you.
You brought the lingo up. You brought not only like you're the Queen Latifah of this shit.
Those are big shoes. Very big shoes.
Like big shoes that you can feel.
Mukulu
akusinga.
My Queen Latifah.
Yeah, but I think she would be so proud.
I'm looking for where Kabego.
Yeah. I'll introduce you to her. She's my buddy.
He's the connect.
It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for coming
here.
through. And please come through. This is your spot.
Absolutely.
This is our hip hop space.
I feel at home. I feel very comfortable here. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, peace and love. And see you for Nemi Rwanda Zambaland podcast. GNL, the Kekonian herself. Tracy.